Alright, what is going on, everybody? I am sorry about yesterday. If anyone was here for the stream yesterday and wondering where I was because there was no stream yesterday, I took a little bit of a turn for the worse because I am a little bit sick. So, yes, I was basically bedridden all day. It really sucked because it was also 30 something degrees, which it still is, alright? Anyways, what's going on? AJ, Big J96X, Dalton Denton, Michael Piper, Minoria Gaming, PB King, Pedro, and the Gato or the Gato? I'm not sure. So, what's going on, guys? We are doing very well on Hardcore Hurt the 17th here. So we got a couple things that I wanted to do today. Let's see. Yes, I made 2 new moderators just because we had a little bit of a lack of moderators. Alright guys, so yes, I wanted to build a little ocean farm, a little truffle worm farm to get ready for Duke Fishron, and ideally an Ichor farm as well so we can get some Ichor. So that being said, we're not actually going to be fighting Duke Fishron this episode, we're going to be preparing for him basically. Alright, we will be fighting the Golem though because I do want to get that pick saw. Still haven't gotten that pick saw yet. Alright, so the first thing I'm probably going to do actually is, let's see here. And, oh, okay, Pedro, right on. No worries. Okay, so if we go up to our little fishing friend up here, I want to get some of the fishing quests done from time to time just because some of that fishing gear I really want. And look what we got, guys, the bumblebee tuna. That's today's fishing quest, caught in honey. That should be fairly easy to do since we have a decent pile of honey right in our own base there that we can probably fish out of. Alright, it's probably a little bit less than 300 blocks of honey though. Nonetheless, hopefully it won't take too long. Let's just get ourselves some master bait, this bad boy here, and you know what, let's get a fishing potion as well. Well, that should help. Alright, I'm really glad it's the Bumblebee Tuna quest today, because I feel like Ace Ventura when he was sitting in that rhino. And that's from the same movie. And Falafel, what's going on? Missed a big chunk of the streams recently, hopefully I can stay for this one. Yes, hopefully you can, Blade, but no worry if you ever want to catch up on them. Excuse me, they are in the channel. Alright, okay, so, yes, fishing potions. Do I not have? I could have sworn I made some extra ones. Pretty positive I did. Where are they? Alright, maybe I didn't. Alright, let's just make some more then, I guess. Fishing potions. Yes, we have some crispy honey blocks. Excellent. Alright, let's pop one of those right now. And I guess we'll just harvest this up temporarily here. As well as this. And if we can get down here. There we go. Okay, let's get back up. Alright. See if we can get ourselves a bumblebee tuna here. And maybe this is not enough. Oh, no, it is. I was going to say, what's taking so long here? And Matthew047, what's going on? And how do I set up a live stream? Well, I guess it's a couple things really, but that's the one great thing about YouTube live streaming actually is it's very easy. You just go to your account, go to live streaming, click stream now, and it basically has a little step-by-step guide on what you need to set up. So yeah, YouTube pretty much kind of walks you through it. Alright, and Armando, what's going on? And alright, no worries, Michael Piper. And Magic, what's going on? I hope you're feeling better. So, no worries at all if you want to just chill and watch. That is absolutely fine, of course. So, there we go, guys. Bumblebee Tuna. Beautiful. That was fairly easy. Alright, let's just throw our blocks back down here and put our little pumps back on as well. Alright. And let's see, this is an inlet pump down here. And back up here. Not that far up. Okay. And up. Okay, looks like I'm gonna have to go down here. That's fine. There we go. And the outlet pump up here. Alright. There we go. And we have some extra honey fins. Stores 120 life. Really don't need those. Alright, let's talk to our buddy here and let's hand in our little bumblebee tuna. What do we get? Apprentice bait, crate potions, and 1 gold. No, I was hoping for some sort of accessory. That's alright. And, oh, good heavens. My phone is not on silent. Alright, I'll just throw that over there. Okay. Let's take the fishing potion and this crate potion, put them there, and let's put the rest of the stuff back in the chest down here. Alright, so there's the fishing quest done for today. Now, I just want to get started on a little truffle worm farm. We're going to need a couple truffle worms, that's for sure. Can't fight Duke Fishron without truffle worms. And yes, eventually I would really like to get the cell phone Pedro, just for, you know, convenience basically. Alright, and Swiggity Swooty, what's going on? That's not what I want, there we go. Okay, so do we have a decent amount of dynamite? We have 30 dynamite. I suppose we might need to come back and get some more. We just need to hollow out a bit of an area here and create ourselves a little artificial... In fact, let's do it up here. We don't need to go down this deep. And Reese Ignory, what's going on? And Yodo Kid, how are you doing? What is going on, guys? Alright, so we're just building ourselves a little truffle worm farm here. I need to harvest out a decent sized area. Eventually it's going to be an AFK truffle worm farm, so that will be very, very handy. Hopefully they all come in handy though, because that Duke Fishron fight is not an easy one. I am definitely a little bit nervous about doing it. Alright, and okay, it looks like we have to change our cursor. Smart pop. Oh, it is to cursor. That's strange. How did that happen then? Okay. Let's just bust out a mining potion, make this even faster. There we go. Good heavens. Alright, got a strange plant there that I would like to grab. There we go. Okay, this place doesn't need to be too wide. Let's see. Okay, maybe a little bit longer, basically. It'd be nice if I had some light to see. Guess we'll throw that up in a moment here. Alright, that should be good enough. Alright. And let's just dig our way back now. Okay, so nice having this super fast mining speed. Yes, I absolutely missed this. Okay, and have I played Mario Kart 7 before? Unfortunately, I have not. So the last Mario Kart I remember playing is Mario Kart 64. I haven't really played many of the any consoles, to be quite honest, after the Nintendo 64. And yes, Spooky Dan is right. So anyone that's wondering why I didn't stream yesterday, I was, well, I still am, but a little bit sick, and it took a turn for the worst yesterday, unfortunately. And Lucas5005, what's going on? And, oh, that's no worries, Yodo Kid. Nobody, it just takes time. I've been playing this game for many, many years. Okay, so let's get our dynamite out here and start clearing out an area. Make this a little bit more convenient. Don't want to blow myself up. Okay. Go away, don't... I was gonna say, don't knock me back into that. Alright. And yes, I want that Pixar, Armando. That's something we're going to be trying to get today from the Golem. Probably do that right after we finish this here. So you know what? I would really like to get the Moon Charm as well. It's the last piece I'm missing for the Celestial Emblem. So ideally I'm going to want to farm some werewolves too. So the only problem about that though is I have well, I've been neglecting the moon phase. I haven't really been checking the moon phase at all. And I don't really have a way of checking it right now, and except for just looking at the moon. So that's pretty much why. And oh, we're out of dynamite. Alright. Let's go grab ourselves some more dynamite here. And okay, so it's nighttime. Is it a full moon by any chance? And it's not, because our deathweed is not blooming. Alright. Can you fight the Wall of Flesh, Eater of Worlds, and the Eye of Cthulhu? I apologize if I spelled it wrong. And yes, I can do that. Well, I don't know about... I guess I could do the Eater of Worlds and the Eye of Cthulhu. I guess that might be a little bit pointless. We can do that. We'll do that towards the end of the episode. How about that, Reese? You're probably going to have to remind me, though, because I am, well, a little bit forgetful. Okay, so... How did that not quick stack in there? That's strange. There we go. Let's get some more dynamite from our friend up here. What's his name again? Norcaz? What's going on, Norcaz? Okay, and let's turn it into sticky dynamite here, just to make it a little bit more convenient. There we go, and oh, I gotta get rid of this great pressure plate there. Alright, and Constantine, what's going on? How's it going, Constantine? Alright, and got this little bum here. And Truffle, what's going on? Alright, let's head back down and... Oh, it's not all the way down here. Keep forgetting it's up here. Well, I guess that's what happens when you have a... I guess a little sick... I guess I have the flu, basically, more or less. So I have a bit of a head cold along with that. Okay, dynamite there, and over here as well, of course. Oh, good heavens, let's get away from that. So, dynamite you can't throw down as quickly as bombs. You gotta do it a little bit slower. Alright. And, oh, well, I'm sure Sloan will be here in time. I might be changing the stream times to a little bit later. Actually, starting at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, just because I think that will accommodate my schedule a little bit better, and some other people's as well. Okay. And, oh. Alright, let's harvest away the rest of the stuff here. And let's put our torches back. Oops. There we go. And, alright, awesome. Peace. And, oh, you're saying hi to Constantine. Alright, Truffle. Sorry about that. Well, hello nonetheless, I guess. Okay. We're gonna need some mud block as well. And, Well, you know what I really want? I really want that cement mixer so I can stop putting on, you know, just one of those building accessories at a time. I was going to say it would be nice if I had the little, was it extendo grip right now? Just for the extra reach at this time, but, well, this is good enough. Let's just do this. Harvest, harvest, harvest. Alright, we only have 40 seconds of mining speed. Can always pop another one, but still, let's try to finish up as much as we can. Alright, we should get our little spaceship out here just to help us out. There we go. Alright. There we go, that's better. And Zergonaut, what's going on? And PB King, I am building a little AFK truffle worm farm. Alright, and we're out of mining speed, but we only have a little bit left here to mine up, so that's fine. So we're going to want to farm up that Duke Fishron as much as possible. There is a whole bunch of loot that he drops that I really, really want. Like the Flare-On and his wings, and his mount, and the bow, and that magic item. Good heavens, like basically everything he drops I want. So yeah, we're gonna need a whole bunch of truffle worms. So I'm gonna build myself a little truffle worm farm here. And it's gonna be a nice AFK one too, so essentially I could just stand here, let the truffle worms all gather themselves in a little pit basically, and then I can come back after, I don't know, eating something or, you know, going to the washroom or whatever, and there should be a whole bunch of truffle worms there waiting for me to pick up. It's a farm that I've built before, and I really like this farm too. I remember when I first built this, I was just like, Eureka, that is absolutely awesome. Alright, and Bananafo, what's going on? And Caleb A, how's it going? Okay. Alright, so we got that all hollowed out, more or less. I guess there's a couple blocks all throughout mid-air here that we can grab. Oh yeah, I have the UFO mount. Good heavens. This thing is awesome for building. Okay, great. Got that all hauled out, so we're going to need some mushroom grass and a whole bunch of mud. Okay, so it's been quite a while since I've built this farm. I even have a guide on this farm in my channel, which I'm going to remake because it's like half an hour long. It's one I made a long time ago before I had a video editor. So nonetheless, I made it quite a while ago, and I'm probably going to mess it up a bit, so we'll just build the basic part of it for now, and I'll probably finish it off and edit whatever mistakes I make afterwards. And yes, Alec, in fact, I was just finishing off my last farm before I did that. It took me a little bit longer, but it was basically one of the more important farms, the Universal AFK Invasion and Event farm. That was the last one I had to build. So basically it's a farm where you can do all your invasions, all your events in that farm AFK if you want. You don't have to build separate farms for the different events or invasions or any of that stuff. Alright, and I don't know why I keep coming down here. So that being said, I just finished that, and I just finished the video literally today. So I'll be uploading that video to the channel, as well as the world, which has that farm and all my other farms, my main ultimate world basically, to Curse. So I'm sorry about the wait, because it's been long overdue. A lot of people have been asking me about that. I feel really bad about taking so long to do it, and it could have been done a lot sooner. It's just, you know, a whole bunch of like real life stuff just gets in the way. There's nothing I can really do about that because I have bills to pay and everything. I live on my own in my own apartment here, so if I neglect that, then I die. That's not good for the screen, the stream. So, but to summarize, yes, I'm going to be uploading that to Curse. And, oh, Chocolate Chip, what's going on? Well, not at this moment, Bananafo, because this is my Hardcore Expert series, so this one's strictly solo. But I mean, be sure to join our Discord server. We do all the multiplayers through that, and there'll always be new multiplayer ideas and stuff like that that we'll do. So potentially once this series is over, we can always come back to this world or go to one of my main worlds and like a copy of it and just mess around or whatever. Okay, so let's get ourselves out a building potion buff, and let's throw on our grip here. Guess we'll put it on instead of that, and let's see. I guess that. Alright. Okay, where's that mud? Where's all that mud block? There it is. Mud block. Alright. Get this place covered with mud now. Let's get this plum out of the way. And yes, Matthew, we are getting pretty close to 1,000 subscribers, which is absolutely awesome. I will be doing a little giveaway for that, as well as making well, I shouldn't really say this is for 1,000 subscribers because I'm hoping that this will be done in time for that, but we'll see. But I'll be making a a new little series as well. It's not going to be a Let's Play series, but I think it'll be a fun little series that the channel will enjoy. That's all I'm going to say about it for now, though. Alright. And I gotta get used to this spaceship. That will make building a lot easier, especially roofs like this. And actually, yes, Falafel. I initially was planning on just doing like buying a couple packs of Terraria. Like the actual game, the Steam game. Buying a couple copies of Terraria and doing that as a giveaway, but I kind of noticed in the Discord channel that people were playing all sorts of games, plus there's all sorts of great games on Steam that I would like to potentially incorporate into the channel one day. So I figured I would just do a Steam gift card. More people would probably find that more valuable anyway than a copy of Terraria. I know that Terraria is not good, it's absolutely amazing. You should use it to get Terraria if you don't have it already. If you don't, then I don't really know what you're doing here. Alright. And, yes, we have Discord. Yeah, Subnautica. There's a whole ton, not tunch, good heavens. But yeah, I've heard of Subnautica, Starbound, Ark Survival, Roblox, Minecraft. There's like a whole bunch of games, guys, that like sandbox style games that I haven't played, because this is basically the only sandbox game that I've ever tried, and just fell in love with the entire concept, and I haven't really ever tried another one yet. I'm not really good at trying all sorts of different games. I find a game that I love and I just play the absolute crap out of it. And oh, Firestar X, what's going on? So yes, anyone interested in the Discord, the link is in the description to join the channel. Whole bunch of different Discord things. So yes, I've heard a lot of people say they absolutely hate Roblox. So, but nonetheless, I'm not one to kind of make a decision on something until I've experienced it myself. Not that I disregard people's opinions, I still appreciate the opinions, but I always like to, you know, try out things for myself, ideally, before I establish an opinion. My own opinion, at least. Alright. Let's put a couple more mud there, and okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's where the little bums will get stuck. Let's just throw in some mud block here. Whole bunch of mud block. And oh, we got a new subscriber, guys. And how do I make a mimic farm? Well, Mario Boy, I actually have a Souls, AFK Souls, and mimic farm in one guide in the channel. Be sure to check that out. It's pretty sweet. And Theo Panna, how's it going? Welcome to the secret level. Risk of rain is real good. Risk of Rain is lit. Oh, Risk of Rain is a game. Okay. I wasn't sure what you guys were talking about there for a second. I thought you actually meant you had a Risk of Rain. I haven't heard of that one before. I'll have to look into it. Risk of Rain. So yeah, in fact, in the Discord channel, I just recently added and will add, first of all, the bot to get ranked and all that fun stuff in there. That's not there yet, but I'm going to add that ASAP. A little Me6 bot, as well as I've added a whole bunch of Terraria emojis, like 40 something of them. So a lot of people are having fun with those. Alright. So in fact, yes, I mean, I'll be honest guys, any suggestions I get here in, there's a mimic right there. So, but any suggestions that I get here in the actual channel stream chat, it's a very good chance that I'm going to forget, to be quite honest. There's just so much stuff on my mind, and I'm not bad at remembering certain things, just not things like that, I guess. Like, it's much better if you post it in Discord or something. Might even make a specific room in Discord so that people can post. We're going to need some more mud block. But so people can post certain suggestions or something like that for the channel. So that would be much easier. Oh, okay, let's get some more mud block here. Mud, we have a whole ton of mud, so we should be fine. Yes. Alright, active stone block, let's get rid of that. Just brings back bad memories, those activated stone blocks. And have I played Portal 2? No, Armando. In fact, if you've asked me if I played a game, answer, unless it's a Blizzard game like World of Warcraft or Diablo or StarCraft. I've played a whole bunch of Blizzard games. I probably haven't played it. I'm really bad at playing a lot of new games, basically. But other than Terraria, like just off the top of my head, Terraria, a lot of Blizzard games, Battlefield, a little bit of Call of Duty. I haven't really played much else, not off the top of my head at least. So I played like a whole ton of Nintendo 64 games and Super Nintendo, of course, don't get me wrong. Way back in the day before, there were any PC games, basically. And, oh yes, I have played Overwatch. I played a whole bunch of Overwatch. So I have mixed feelings about Overwatch. I have mixed feelings. It's one of those games that you play and just sometimes you have a terrible time. And it's not because you necessarily suck. It's just it's because of the thing I don't like about Overwatch is there's absolutely no solo aspect to it. Which is the same thing that I don't really like about League of Legends. I've played a lot of League of Legends as well. You can't play solo. Can't play solo. You have to play with a team. And sometimes that can just be annoying. Because your team, like sometimes you can just play with people that are, not very skilled. And it just makes it a worse game for you. Either that or they're just having a rough day and they're being a douchebag and you're forced to play with them and deal with it. You can't leave. And, suddenly you sit there and realize, wait a minute, I'm supposed to be having fun. Screw this, I'm playing something else. That's what I like about Terraria. That never ever happens. So, but don't get me wrong. Overwatch is a very, very good game. Very fun game. It's a great game. One of those great games that I like to, play every now and then when a couple of my buddies are online. And what rank am I in League? Well, I haven't played League of Legends in a really long time, but the highest I got to was Gold. Gold, or I guess it has been that long. It's not just Gold. It was Gold. I think it was like Gold 4. It was one of the lower Golds. And that was solo. So I was, on team we were, with me and my buddies, technically platinum, but I mean realistically I was the worst out of all my buddies. So as far as team went, I was usually jungle, and they would do very well because if I laned against anybody, it usually wouldn't work out very well. If I was platinum, I would usually get outlaned. And you lost almost 20 pounds because of Overwatch. Well, no worries, Chase Neal. I have, I could say a very similar thing myself. And Fluffstar Official, what's going on? Okay, did I run out of mud again already? Well, I guess we don't need this much up here. That should be fine. Take away this last little pathway here. Okay, so let's just get into more or less the middle area here. Dig ourselves a little area to the bottom, and oh, oops. There we go. And now 2 more. There we go. And this I'm going to want to make it. Where is that little extra mud block? Get out of the way. There we go. It's going to take a little while for that to set in, of course. There we go. Alright, let's just put down some torches here for now, since we have a little bit of light, can see what's going on. Alright, eventually this will all turn into glowing mushroom grass, then I'll have a whole ton of glowing mushrooms. So first of all, I can make that shroomite armor. Gonna need like 1,000 glowing mushrooms for that. So this will definitely help as far as that. But the main thing is it will start spawning truffle worms, which I can fairly easily grab up. We're just gonna need to set in a couple traps to kill everything other than the truffle worms, but I can do that later once this place is all I guess glowing mushrified. And it looks like my placement speed is a little bit too quick for my own good. Alright. And oh, looks like we got another subscriber here. We'll see who it is in a second. Isaac takes a couple playthroughs. But I've heard of this game. Are you talking about Binding of Isaac? Sorry, I missed the top part of the chat there. So yeah. And no worries, Constantine. See you later. Thanks for stopping by. Alright, and it was Nutshack. What's going on, Nutshack? Welcome to the secret level. Thanks for the subscription. And yes, Binding of Isaac. A couple of my buddies played that game, and I have never tried it yet, but I mean, it looks like one of those games that would be not very interesting, but I've heard a ton of good things about it, so I definitely want to try it out. And Charlotte Truffle, I think Charlotte Truffle. Well, I butchered that enough, so thanks for the sub. Welcome to this secret level. Let's quick stack this, and oh, it looks like we're full on stone and dirt. Alright, we can just delete that for now. I suppose we don't really need it at this moment. Quick stack that stuff over here, and we can just sell this extra philosopher's stone. Good heavens. It's getting harder and harder to talk because I'm a little bit sick. Sorry, guys. And Cammy Monroe, what's going on? Thanks for the subscription. Welcome to the secret level. And Charlotte W. Full. Ah, okay. Alright, well, sorry for butchering that there. Charlotte W. Full. I'll be sure to remember that. Okay, so... And, well, that would be great, Fluffstar. I actually hope I don't reach 1,000 subscribers today, because I'm not ready for the 1,000 subscriber video. I still need to go buy at least one. I'll probably try to get more than one, but at least one gift card for a giveaway. I want to do more than one though. So yeah, guys, a little Steam gift card. I think that would be neat. Okay, so we don't need that extra stick of dynamite, and I guess we have a ton of mud block there, so we got that going on now. This thing will eventually set in and start spawning me a whole bunch of truffle worms. And I'll put the wiring and the traps in there later, just because, well, I can't really remember off the top of my head how to do it. And I don't want to sit here fiddling around with you guys, so I'll do that afterwards. And oh, look at this, guys. Underground and caverns. We already have that set up. Let's go grab that right now. Beautiful. We need that jeweled fish. And Runespore 1025 plays. What's going on? Welcome to the secret level. Thank you for the subscription. And yeah, Kev Boom dead. I wasn't planning on doing that, but thanks. That absolutely makes sense. I actually didn't even really think of that, but yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not really too concerned about hitting 1,000 subscribers. I'm just concerned about, you know, trying my best to make good content, and whatever subscriber base I get is what I'll finish with. Oh my goodness, guys, we have glowing, or blooming, I should say, deathweed. That means it's a full moon. We need to get out here and farm ourselves some werewolves. We only have 4 minutes. I really want that moon charm. Good thing I noticed that deathweed down there. Okay, werewolves. Alright, maybe we should get rid of her for now. Okay, there's the werewolves. She's going to bring down our little spawn rate a bit. Okay, and it's not a jungle biome out here either. So you know what would probably be a little bit easier? Let's just go farm them manually right now at the jungle biome. I believe, did I leave a water candle way out there? I think I did. Where is that place that I was farming? I think it was right here, was it not? Yes, there is a water candle. Alright, let's go out there. That way it's a little bit of a jungle biome. So I think we'll still get werewolves out there, hopefully. Well, one thing's for sure is it's going to be a higher spawn rate out there, so we'll see. Okay. And yes, we should. We got werewolf right there. And no worries, Dalton Denton. I might not be... And Haven, what's going on? Sorry about that, Haven. Didn't see ya. I might not be talking as much, or at least as well as I normally do, because I am a little bit sick, and it kind of feels like I might lose my voice. I really don't want that to happen, because that's not going to help the stream, that's for sure. Alright, well, here we are. We're going to get any werewolves out here? Yes, excellent. And slime is falling from the sky. Well, that might complicate things a little bit. Alright, let's get an iron skin and a regen out here. Let's get Hunter too. And the pumpkin pie. And cursed flames. There we go. Alright, well this is not good. There's going to be way too many slimes. So, in fact, you know what? I wouldn't mind killing the king slime, actually. We haven't even killed him during this entire playthrough. That's why I can't use Daybloom, little platform pot holders, whatever they're called. And awesome, there we go, moon charm. That was pretty quick. Alright, let's get away from that giant tortoise. Alright, beautiful guys, we got the moon charm. Yay! Let's combine that with this shell here right now. And oh, Malik Green, what's going on? Welcome to the secret level. Oh, good heavens. Sorry about that, guys. Just kind of burped there, I guess. Whatever. And yes, Jerome Galindo, I do remember you. What's going on? And well, we're doing some preparation today, basically, but a whole bunch of things. But right now, basically, I am making the celestial shell, since we can make the moon shell now. Beautiful. And let's just get this celestial stone over here and make the celestial shell. Come on, warding. No. And yes, Flawful, that is true. So, but the good news is though, guys, I did finish up editing finally. It took me a long time, like literally, I don't know, 30 hours worth of editing, so many days, like a week at least. Every night I was up after the stream until like 2 or 3 a.m. doing video editing on just different videos, but mainly this one. And yeah, I've only been getting like 4 or 5 hours sleep every night, guys, between streaming and video editing and going to work. But don't feel bad for me. I do that by choice. I like it. armored. Well, we have a lot of platinum from farming a whole bunch before, so let's go right for warding again. Awesome, there it is. That didn't cost very much. Beautiful, look at that. That is great. Alright. Alright, so let's kill the king slime now, since we have all these slimes spawning up here. Let's get rid of all these bums. And these little ones as well. There we go. Alright, let's get over to our little farm. So, in fact, I really want that pick saw so I can add in some jungle temple bricks here. Turn this into a little jungle biome as well, get the spawn rate up significantly. I suppose we could put down a water candle just to help compensate for Rosalva being here. Rosalva, that's a new one. Epic creepy pasta rap battles. Okay then? I'm not sure. Alright. Let's get these slimes down here. In fact, I might as well add in a water candle just to be a little bit more efficient. I guess they're all back at the base, aren't they? Alright, well. We don't need to keep wasting our recall potions for that. Let's just get a water candle real quick from here. Here we go. And a Melanie Aurum, what's going on? Do you have a relation to Ethan Aurum by any chance? Alright, water candle. Let's get that king slime out here. We still haven't killed him, so this should be actually ridiculously easy. And epic creepy pasta, you eat chocolate a lot too. Well, I guess I don't anymore. Not because I don't like it though, it's just because I've built a bad habit of, you know, doing a lot of work basically and skipping things like breakfast or lunch or snacks. So yeah. All right. Okay, what's wrong with pizza? Did somebody say they had something against pizza? I'm sorry, guys. I'm just... Oh, a little bit of a sneeze there. I am just a little bit behind in the chat, unfortunately. Alright, well, where is our little friend? The King Slime, that's who we want. Come on, King Slime. You know what, maybe if we summon a couple slimes through here, that'll help too. And just start wrecking them more or less. And you know what, I should move my teleporter over to there. That would be a little bit more handy. Let's do that. These platforms up here can actually be a bit of a nuisance. Just throw this right here. Okay. Let's get rid of this red wire over here. And now we'll just extend it down to here. And oops, there we go. There we go. Alright, and this switch here over, I guess, is more or less useless. Eventually I'll connect that to something. Can my chest get a shout out? There's a metal rod in it. Yes, absolutely. Shout out to Magic Potato's chest. Wait, there's... Oh, I thought... Okay, for a second I thought you were talking about a chest in the game. So that's what happened? You have... What? Okay, well, that doesn't sound... great, I guess. Well, maybe that's kind of like a superpower now. You know Like if anybody tries to punch you in the chest, I guess once the healing is all full, it'll really hurt. You have a metal chest. And, oh, Bob34 D2, what's going on? And no worries, Matthew047, I am terrible at keeping up with it as well. I'm sure some people have asked me things or said things, and I just didn't see it at all. So, no, and, oh, we got the slime saddle. And, oh, this ninja gear. I don't think I have that little vanity set yet. Well, I guess it's not a vanity set, but the set nonetheless. Okay, so let's throw this little bad boy up on one of our mannequins here. Still missing the chest piece, I suppose. Okay, got the slime statue, or the staff, I mean. Or, mount. Good heavens. Okay, slime saddle mount. We do have the slime staff, actually. Where did I put that thing? Is it in my piggy bank? We're going to need to make a money farm out of that thing once I eventually get the lucky coin. So, yes, it is in my piggy bank. Let's quick stack that wire in there. Have a couple crediddle. Let's quick stack that in there. And, alright, some venerable stuff. And, oh, wait a minute. Do we not have a solidifier? We don't have a solidifier yet. There we go. Okay, so, oh right, the lucky coin. Yes, I need to build an ocean farm so I can get a whole bunch of those lucky coins. Alright, so we're going to need traps for that. Lava doesn't really work very well under the ocean, obviously. Okay, so, let's see here. We're going to need some blocks, basically. Let's just get gray brick and I suppose some wall as well. And we're gonna need some traps. Okay, I don't want to waste too many traps, so I guess we'll get some spirit traps and spiky balls. I think that's all we need. Water, chests, and yeah, we can always come back for some more stuff. Alright, speaking of which, I think we need to extend our minecart path a bit so we can get out there a bit easier. Alright, yes, we'll do it over at this ocean since this is still nice and plain ocean over there, whereas I think this one is like a corrupted ocean. Yes, it is. Okay, so let's go over to the left side ocean. Let's get ourselves some minecart path though so we can extend that minecart path out there. Let's make ourselves some iron bars here. Here we go. Whole bunch of iron bars, and let's see. I need some, oops, minecart path here. Okay, and Pedro, you're back. What's going on? And your Uber driver to arrive. No worries. And, oh, what did I run out of? Wood? My goodness, we're that low on wood? Alright, let's harvest up all these trees and plant up a couple more again. And yes, I would 6 players to the death as his finale. That would be, well, I'm not sure if I would win. Depends who the 6 players are. If they were 6 of my buddies that I know that I played a little bit of Terraria with, yeah, I probably would win. They are not the best players, but I mean, if it was 6 of some of you guys, because a lot of you guys here are, you know, very good Terraria players, then well, I don't think it would be as well. It wouldn't work out very well for me. Let's just say that, all right? Probably. And the Wolfie Miner F5. What's going on? Farmin' the Pirate Spawner. Right on, Spooky Dan. And oh, no worries, Falafel. We'll see you later. Thanks for tuning in. All right, and you know what? I should quickly just plant down some acorns here. All right, let's you know, be environmentally sound here. Can't just cut down a whole bunch of trees and run off and expect everything to just be fine. Alright. So I'm really glad actually they added in acorns like this to the smart cursor. I used to have to like paint the ground to remember exactly where to plant them. And now it kind of just does it for me, and that's sweet. Have I fought the hard mode goblin army yet? Yes we have. Yes we have. We've gotten a couple of those items actually, and they're up on some weapon racks in the home. And wow, you have made it so far. Yes, I am kind of wowed about that myself, Hunter York. But bear in mind, this is Hardcore Herp the 17th. Alright, so, I mean, that being said, Hardcore Herp the 17th's predecessors, the 1st through the 16th, they didn't make it as far, to say the least. So some of them, still, they also made it very far, too. Alright, but Hardcore Herp the 17th here, he's the one that I've gotten the farthest on so far. We're basically more or less getting ready for Duke Fishron. We haven't done any of the events yet. I guess we can toss those for now. So yeah. Anyways, but yeah, we got very far. Okay, so we got more wood. Right, I was making a minecart path. Let's make some more minecart path now. And where is it? There it is. Hiding over in the corner there. Okay, so we have a whole bunch of minecart path. That should be enough. That should be more than enough. Store that in there, and some extra dirt and gel. Alright. Let's head out there now. And, no, that's not what I want. There we go. And Napa, what's going up? What's going on, dude? Or I should say, what's up, dude? Dude. Yep. I like people who say dude, as opposed to bro. I guess I'm from that generation. Alright, we all grew up saying dude. I remember when I was in like a senior in high school, all the juniors started saying bruh, bruh, bruh. And I guess I got used to it. Well, I had to in college. Yeah, I'm very nervous about Duke Fishron, guys. Duke Fishron, I mean, every time I've fought him, even like the most I've prepared for him, it's been sketchy fights every time. Like, he's a sketchy boss. Anything, like, you can prepare as much as you can, and it can still go very, very badly. Okay, so yeah, you gotta be real careful with him. I might even do a couple practice fights against him on my other character before I go ahead with him. Alright, let's just extend this out here now. Hopefully the building sound is not as bad. The volume is a little bit lower, so hopefully it's a little bit better. So even if it's not, we don't have very far to go. We just got to get to the ocean. It's not much farther from here. Let's get ourselves out there. Yes, Duke Fishron is risky. In fact, to be honest, I might even do a very decent chance actually that I'll do the Pumpkin Moon event before Duke Fishron. And yep, Mappy is in Mappy Gaming. Yes, I have. However, I'm not going to be using, like, I generally don't like to watch tutorial videos from, anybody. Even like Happy Days was one that I watched some when I was a noob years ago, when I didn't have a channel and Happy Days was fairly new. So yeah, I watch some of his guides, but generally these days I try to avoid watching guides or tips. I like to try to just figure it out from scratch myself, because I go through a lot more trial and error that way, and I find it just makes me a little bit more experienced, and it makes me a better player. However, it's a much more grueling process. So I fully understand if people want to watch a guide on something, and yes, sometimes if it gets a little bit too difficult, or if it's something that I just personally don't care about figuring out myself, then yeah, I'll watch a guide. But if you were referring to, sorry, I'm babbling, but if you're referring to Mappy Gaming about, checking out a guide or something for tips on the Duke Fishron fight, I'm probably going to avoid doing that. I'm just going to try to do it myself completely, just for fun, basically. Alright, guess we don't need to go this far out into the ocean. Get rid of some of this here. Alright, whatever. We'll get rid of that after with the old flying saucer mounts. There we go. Alright. Okay, so, well, we'll see how Duke Fishron goes, guys, but it's not going to be today. And, oh, Trenton Fraser, what's going on? Okay. And yet, like, it might sound kind of, like, hypocritical, me saying that, because I make tip videos. So, now, don't get me wrong. My tip videos, I try to make them more basic and kind of introducing a new concept to people so that they can start from there and then experiment further. I don't necessarily want to tell people this is how you do it like this and you'll be successful. I kind of more gear my guides around, or at least I try to, like, here's how I'm doing it, this is why I did it, this is the benefits of it, and this is why it works. And, you know, people can potentially take that information and take it to a new level. Ideally, right? But like I said, I also watch guides, but before I do, I like to try it out myself, just to see how far I can get, basically. And to see if I can figure it out. And sometimes, after I've tried it out myself, I feel that I don't even need a guide anymore. Just because I've done everything all the wrong ways already, so I already know. Yep, you don't do that. Okay, so let's get ourselves a little underwater base down here. In fact, we're going to need to build gray brick, basically. Let's get some gray brick going here. Alright. And, oh, thanks for the subscription there, Solomon Goodman. Welcome to the secret level. And Redstone Infinity, what's going on? The duck? What about the duck? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Okay, let's just claw our way out of here. We can always empty that. Let's make this a little bit simpler. Oops. Good heavens. Well, I guess I am a little bit woozy today, so I'm going to be doing a little bit of misclicks, that's for sure. Okay. There we go. Okay. Add in our little wall here, and you know what? I'm really going to want jungle bricks for this area too, so before I fully complete this thing, I'm probably just going to go farm up that golem as much as possible. We have no more of... Ugh. No. We have no more of those golem... what's it called, though? Those things that summon the golem? Good heavens. Oh, I'm sure someone will remind me. But yes, we don't have any more of those, so we'll have to go back to the temple to farm them. Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. It bothers me when you can't remember things like that, guys. Okay. Oh, we need to get up here and... pathway like that. Okay, get some wood platform up there. There we go. And we're going to need to make ourselves a little exit. I suppose that can be down here. Okay, where is... Great brick, there we go. Okay. Oops. There we go. Okay, that should be good enough for now, basically. You know what? Let's just cover that up. Just in case I misclick a little mining accident there. I don't want any damage or any more water leaking into our base here. Okay, harvest this out a little bit deeper. There we go. Okay. Now we'll just have to add in some jungle bricks. Did we get lucky and potentially get a little one of those treasure maps while we were just sitting here building? Let's see. Alright, awesome to have this celestial shell now. I can run super fast and breathe underwater. So much more convenient. Alright. And Malachi Jackson. Unfortunately, we won't be doing that. We're just going to be preparing for Duke Fishron today. But if you want to check it out tomorrow, we should be ready to fight him by then. Alright, so now I'm going to want to head over to that jungle. Let's just quick stack some of this stuff here. And my goodness, there's a lot of extra stuff here. So, got some extra coral, which, oh my goodness, this thing is like full. Let's throw that there. Extra shark fins. Let's quick stack that. Alright. Don't need that, nor that. Let's throw our brick, oops, back in here in the brick wall. Alright, I guess we can just finish those afterwards, so we'll throw these back in here too. And we have some extra black dye, basically. Or black ink for black dye. Let's throw that there, and this, and I guess we'll put these into core in case I want to use them. Okay, and how do I find beehives and temples? Well, I just kind of look around the jungle, Mario, with ideally some danger sense potions. And mining potions and some other buff potions too if you have them. And oh yes, lizard power cells. Thank you, Shermanator. Shermanator, nice. I haven't heard that in a while. Shermanator 10241. What pickaxe do I need to get mithril? You need the cobalt pickaxe. Or whatever you have in your world if it's not cobalt. The equivalent to cobalt. I can't remember what the other one is off the top of my head. I've only gotten cobalt. Okay, so the jungle is the other way. The jungle temple. We're going to have to do a bit of harvesting there, and speaking of which, let's get our proper accessories up. These will not help as far as farming goes. There we go. Okay, that should be a bit better. Oh yes, palladium. Palladium. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Matthew and Sebi. Sebi Plays. And what's going on, Sebi Plays? I don't think I said hello to you. And yes, Bailey, I'm going to have to do that. I am going to have to do that. Alright, and Brandon Amaya, what's going on? And thank you. Alright, and oh, let's go back to the corruption, guys. Our jungle temple farm entrance is actually right here, basically. There we go. Alright, is that World Feeder keeping up with us? He is, let's get him. Alright, goodbye, World Feeder. And Dawson123, what's going on? And you just came in, Sebi. Well, that's awesome. I am doing, well, to be honest, I've been doing better. I have been a little bit sick for the past little while, actually. And, oh, Titus Gerard, what's going on? Thank you for the subscription. Welcome to the secret level. Alright, this Influx Weaver is awesome. Look at all those swords. Alright, and yes, Magic actually is in the hospital. So, hope everybody thinks that, everybody hopes Magic is going to get well very, very soon. And, oh, Ashton McClure, thanks for the subscription. Alright, let's harvest up a couple of these bad boys here. Let's get some buff potions going for this, though. Let's get these out. Let's get this bum out of here. And Iron Skin, Regen. Let's go with Hunter as well. Why not? Because we don't need 18 of them. And let's see. I guess we'll pop out some of these in case we run out. Those ones last a lot longer, so should be okay. And you know what? Let's get a Splunker out too, because I'm pretty sure I missed a couple chests. There we go. Let's pop those bad boys. Alright, don't need that UFO mount at the moment. And, oh, NKS, what's going on? I'm doing okay. I am still sick, guys. I've come down with the flu, basically. So I have been a little bit better, but, I mean, at least I am not bedridden today, so, yes. And, well, not too much NKS. We just kind of built ourselves a little truffle worm farm area, the beginnings of it, basically. And now we're trying to get ourselves some of those lizard power cells so we can farm up the golem and finally get that pixaw. We've gotten pretty much everything from the golem, I'm pretty sure, except for that pixaw, so I still have to come back here to farm him. Alright. I didn't miss a chest back there, I don't think. If I happen to run right by a chest, guys, let me know. Alright, and ran into a wall there, can't have that. Could have sworn there was another one. Oh well. I guess we're gonna have to run around here and farm up these guys. Alright, I think I have battle potions on me. Let's pop a battle potion. Alright, gotta stop spawning the pig up there. There we go. Alright. There we go. And you got inside here without beating Plantera. Well, yes, I'm familiar with that method. I'm assuming you did the hoiking method, which is fine. I just didn't want to do that for this playthrough. I wanted to kind of take each challenge as it was meant to be, just so it would be basically as hard as possible. And see how far I could get on hardcore expert without using, you know, any exploits or things like that. Live solitaire? Well, this is not live solitaire. Zapman 600, so I think you might be in the wrong live stream. This is hardcore expert Terraria. And yes, I did get the Eye of the Golem NKS, but we're still missing that scope. That's something we have to go back to the dungeon for, which we might end up doing today. But nonetheless, I think I don't even have the emblem for it, so we'll have to kill the Wall of Flesh too. At least once. I want a couple emblems, actually, from the Wall of Flesh. Okay, got a little Mimic there. Alright, I really hope I get this Pixaw soon. This is going to take forever. I can't even really build an effective farm in this place to farm these things because I can't remove these bricks. Everything's kind of going to spawn above me and below me. So I suppose I could potentially just stand in this corner and fill all these in, but ideally I would just like to get that Pixaw so I don't have to do that. Okay. Oh, good heavens. If it's hardcore expert, you're gonna wanna be prepared. Yes, that's for sure. And, oh, Zapman 600. Well, even though this is not solitaire, I'm glad you subscribed. Oh, it looks like I forgot a save here. Alright, let's put that back. Okay, so I guess, well, maybe you found this more fun than solitaire, or maybe you were just joking to begin with. You probably were just joking. Alright. Not really sure how you can be looking for a solitaire live stream and run into Terraria. Okay. Maybe I'm just slow and I'm not getting it. And, hey, I got inside there. Oh, just with wood platforms. Well, I guess that's a little method that I'm not aware of. But nonetheless, I actually wouldn't really want to go inside here before Plantera. Well, I mean, I would if it was a regular playthrough, don't get me wrong. That would be massively beneficial to get a hold of those temple traps nice and early. I just wasn't really concerned about that in Hardcore Expert. I was more than willing to basically spend whatever time I needed to prepare myself so that I could come in here as safely as possible. And, oh, Mr. Punch, how's it going? Welcome to the secret level. Alright, so don't get me wrong, though. Good heavens, who said that now? Well, whoever said that, basically. Because that is, you know, a fine method, and it has many, many benefits, of course. And, alright, Zapman, you were joking, so I guess I was a little bit slow on catching your joke. It went over my head a bit there. So, we got ourselves one lizard power cell. I guess we can use it now. Alright, so, well, you know, we farmed up the Golem quite a bit with basically this, well, almost this exact same gear and buff potions, but with the Terra Blade. Let's see how, and it was a legendary Terra Blade too, so let's see how the Influx Weaver handles it, comparing it more or less to the Terra Blade. And, I mean, I've done that before, so I'm assuming this is going to be a little bit faster, basically. Alright, well, we can just do that, basically. Alright, let's go here. Alright, buddy. Yes, I love those little swords that spawn on hit, basically. Those things do a lot of damage, and that's why on paper they look, you know, very comparable. But I mean, those little spawning swords, the ones that spawn as you hit, that just kind of cross from up and down or whatever, up, down, left, right, from random areas, those things, you cannot, they're not negligible, that's for sure. Alright, and Slowdit, what's going on? Alright, come on guys, Pixaw, please. Oh wait, no, he still has to get decapitated. Nonetheless, Pixaw. Alright, this shouldn't take very long. Come on, Pixaw, 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 give me that Pixaw. Alright, getting a little bit laggy. Pixaw, guys. Yes! Sweet. Alright. That's streamer luck, guys. That's streamer luck. Not really, actually, because, well, I don't know how many times we killed him. But I guess we have better streamer luck today. Excellent. We got that warding stat on the Celestial Shell pretty quick, so awesome. Yeah, awesome. Finally, guys, finally. I can get rid of this pickaxe axe. And we can throw on our beautiful Pixaw. Oh my goodness, guys. I don't know why I just teleported. I was just so excited. Some of you guys are probably like, no, you forgot that altar. And I did forget the altar. Good heavens. Good heavens. Well, that's not a big deal. Alright, let's get rid of our old pickaxe axe. And we have an extra golem mask we don't need. More beetle husks. And this thing again. Alright, let's keep the rest of those. Quick stack those into the materials here. And oh, we have an extra, what is this? Angry Trapper? Oh, Flying Snake. Oh, you know what? These will come very handy, these two. Actually, we can leave them there for now. But I am going to want to build a jungle temple farm so I can farm up those lizard power cells nice, easily in AFK. Then I can just sit there for like half an hour, farm up a whole bunch of those things. Not on stream, obviously, that'd be boring. But then I can have a whole bunch of those power cells ready to farm up the golem over and over and over here at my base. And that will make a ton of platinum, which I guess we won't need. We haven't really spent very much of our Queen Bee platinum just yet. We have 52 platinum coins. That's a lot. So yeah, but we probably will, what with the reforges that I'll eventually have to do, which will eventually start costing a lot. Way too much, basically. Like, potentially a platinum each try. And Andre Singleton, what's going on? And, oh, Renan Nascimento, what's going on? Welcome to the secret level. Thank you for the subscription. And Kevin begs you could, if you have a computer, you can download Discord for free. I actually didn't have Discord myself until Magic Potatoes basically told me about it, and then I just recently got it, and it's amazing, guys. I am amazed with how many great little aspects, little things that it has in it that you can, add into it and just do in it just to make the entire channel a more fun experience, basically. And oh, Cerulaz, what's going on? Welcome to the secret level. Got a little distracted there. We passed our jungle temple. That's okay, guys, because this is, well, it's one of the last times we're going to have to go to it. At least you guys. I'll have to come back to build a farm, but I'll probably do that farm at least off stream. And NKS is very dank. 1,000 subs. Oh my god. Well, thanks, NKS. That is awesome. I assume that is you. My goodness, look at all these subscribers coming in. You guys are awesome. You guys are absolutely awesome. You care more about 1,000 subscribers than I do. I mean, that's great. So, I mean, realistically, I am not the secret level. You guys are. I'm just Gurns. Oh, and Maxim Ludokin. What's going on? Welcome to the secret level. Okay, so this area here is getting me nervous as crap all the time. You know what? I'll fix it later. The last thing I want is basically just a Medusa to spawn, turn me to stone while I'm falling, and then cause me to die from fall damage, which that can still happen with wings. And oh, Andre Singleton, thanks for the sub. Welcome to the secret level. Alright, at least we can just harvest our way down to the bottom now. We don't have to go winding down left, right. And do I have 1,000 subscribers, guys? Well, that is absolutely amazing, guys. I mean, some people could unsub and it becomes 990 something, but nevertheless, guys, that is awesome. I now have the K. I now have the K in my channel. That K goes all the way up until you have 1 million, which is very, very unrealistic, to be honest. But yeah, that's awesome. I finally have the K. Yes, guys, you are awesome, because I know some of you just made separate accounts to resubscribe again. But yeah, I mean, anyone that put that effort into it, I mean, thank you. And look at this, guys. We have an extra power cell that I seem to have missed somehow. Let's not die. Alright. Let's pop some buff potions here. Let's not die just as I hit 1,000 subscribers. That would not be the best way to celebrate it. Alright, yes, thanks everybody. In fact, let's... 1 second, guys. I need to clear my throat here. Alright, well, let's just do a quick shout out here. Yep, that'll be fine. That should pause game. Oh, we got one memer, Andre Singleton, Blade, Dalton Denton, Firestar X, Caleb A, Kev Boom Dead, Kevin Beggs, Mario Boy 77, Matthew 047, NKS. NKS is very tank. Pedro Vinhez, yes, that Pedro. Slowden, Spooky Dan, and Zergonaut. Awesome. You guys are great. Thanks a lot, guys. I just wanted to do a quick shout out there. I'll obviously be making a celebration video for that. I'm going to have to start working on that ASAP. So it's a good thing that I finished the little Let's Build video for the Universal Farm and Invasion AFK Arena. That's a mouthful of a title. I might have to shorten that. But yes, I'm also just finishing up a little channel fan art and screenshot video. It's basically finished. So I'm going to start working on that 1,000 subscriber video as soon as the stream is over. As soon as this is done, I'll start working on that. That is great, guys. In fact, I'm going to have to go to the 7-Eleven across the street, as much as I hate going there. But I'm going to go there so I can buy a Steam gift card. And, well, depending on the denominations they come in, I'm probably going to buy more than one. Hopefully a couple. Yes, I am Gurns, but most people refer to me as Secret or Secret Level. I mean, there's nobody else that hosts it, basically, so, which is fine, but technically, like, my well, my real name isn't Gurns, but I mean, that's what I meant for it to be. I am Gurns in the secret level, and you guys are whoever in the secret level. So, but you can call me secret if you want. I mean, my name on Discord is secret level. Alright, so let's harvest this bad boy before I forget, and I guess we don't need these here either. Alright, let's get back to base. Okay, and well, no, I'm not going to fight Duke Fishron yet today, Mario Boy. As much as I would like to, we're going to have to set up, prepare a little bit more for it. We don't even have a truffle worm. So even if I wanted to, I can't really. But yes, we'll do that as soon as possible. There's just a couple more things I wanted to do to prepare for it. So we'll do that most likely tomorrow. Okay, so we got a broken Yellets. And, oh, let's not enter that, of course. Alright, and oh yes, jungle bricks. Those will be very, very handy for creating artificial jungle biomes at my different farms to help the spawn rate. Ugh, and I'm losing my voice. Okay. Good heavens. Alright, so we're a bit low on the 3 main buff potions. Let's craft a whole bunch more of those bad boys. Yes, we have a good amount of herbs there, so should be fine. Oh my goodness. Ugh. Alright, well, we'll see who did that. That scared the crap out of me. I'm very nervous about dying right now. And Miss XX. Miss XX. Did you do that again, Miss XX, or did that just update? Is that your second donation of $10, Miss XX? That is. That's $20 basically. Miss XX just donated $10 again. My goodness, Miss XX. It's already like 35 degrees in my room here. I can't afford to get any sweatier, okay? Yeah, like I need to get a less absorbent mouse pad if this is going to continue like this. Oh my goodness, I keep thinking that a boss is spawning for like a split second there. It's like I said before, guys, it's like that moment in a movie when, you know, the person's home alone and they open up their fridge, you know, they think they're by themselves, and then they close the fridge door, and then all of a sudden somebody's there and the big scary music comes on, but then it's just their friends, and they actually have $10 for you. So yeah, that's awesome. Thanks a lot, Miss XX, and yeah, thank you very much for the donation there for 1,000 subscribers. That's what it's for, hype 1,000 subscribers, so thanks a lot. That is absolutely awesome. I am very hyped myself. And yes, so in light of basically 1,000 subscribers, not only am I going to be doing a small giveaway for the channel for basically a couple Steam gift cards, I'll get a couple of them, but I'm also going to get a webcam so we can finally do a face reveal and have my face on these streams, because it really would improve the overall entertainment value of the stream, I think. Alright, so that being said, let's continue here with our stream, so we're not just standing here babbling basically. But yeah, thanks just once again, Miss XX. You are absolutely awesome. I know you don't like to chat too much, you like to watch, but that's absolutely fine. You are awesome. I'll be sure to give you a special shout out. So, oh yeah, it adds them up both for you. So it's, yes, top tips, Miss XX, $20. You are insane. Haven, you're awesome. So anyone that doesn't know that, never do a timeout for people that are asking if I'm ugly. Every time I mention the webcam, Haven likes to ask if I'm ugly. It's more of an inside joke type thing. Alright. So I've gotten kind of flustered with that question a couple times. I really don't know how to answer it. I'll just let you guys decide for yourself. Alright. So my answer is, I've had sex with some decent looking girls and I didn't have to pay them. They did it on their own will. So, yeah, you know, I don't think so. I don't think I'm ugly. Right? Like I would rate those girls 8s, 9s, right? I have a pretty bad rating system. You know what? I'm being a little bit sexist. Let's not do that right now. Let's not get into a rating system. That's not very nice. So, well, you know what? Girls do that too, right? So let's be fair. Girls rate guys all the time. I have 2 sisters. I know how it is. I've overheard some of those girly conversations, and yeah, Yep, sometimes they can be worse than guys, to be honest. Okay, so anyways, let's get back to the game here. Let's not um, try to angle this conversation in another awkward direction. Alright, so let's put these in bricks here, these lizard bricks, and we'll put these in arena setup. And let's put our altar up here, or over by our sky bridge for now. That's a nice convenient area to farm the golem for now, at least. And, okay, yes, thanks, Matthew. Well, I mean, it's a bit of a random explanation, but whatever. I'm sticking with it for now, basically. So the only unfortunate thing, though, is we have some younger kids in this channel. That's why I don't generally like bringing that up. Alright, so, yeah. Yeah. This isn't family friendly. Yeah, I know. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm talking about, Matthew. Yeah, so... Yeah. And I probably look like that. Well... Well, I'll give you... I mean, it's kind of hard to picture how I look, guys, because... like, I'll be honest, just from my experience, and I'm pretty sure I don't look like average people. I'm half Japanese and half Irish. Basically, I'm half Asian, half white. Alright, and most people tell me, like, you don't really look Asian or white. You're, like, right 50-50. You know, like, some mixed people, they look more Asian. Some of them look a little bit more white. They're like, you're straight in the middle. Like, I'd throw you down as, you know, some sort of Portuguese person, or maybe Portuguese person with... they don't even know. People are always confused when they look at me. They're like, what are you? And I always have fun making people guess. And I guess, alright, everybody keep it quiet here. I'm probably gonna, when I do a face reveal, I'm gonna have people guess what race I am, just because I like doing that. No, only one person in the history of my entire life has ever guessed it right first. But yeah, I'm half Japanese, half Irish. My father is actually Japanese, and my mother is Irish. So yeah. My dad, he liked the white girls. Okay, so anyways, let's getting kind of awkward here, guys. Let's get back over to, let's see. Okay, so we have jungle bricks now. Let's bring those over to the ocean farm. Let's finish that up because I really, really want to get myself some pirate maps. It's almost finished, more or less. Okay, so let's get our jungle bricks out here. We'll need 80 of them. 80 lizard bricks to create a jungle biome. And that essentially will make the farm much more efficient with a spawn rate, plus it'll start spawning a whole bunch of airy pamas, which are just much more efficient to farm than sharks or jellyfish, for example, for those pirate maps. Okay, so, we'll need the traps too. Let's get back down here. And, oh yes, I got the wisp in a bottle too. It's a little hard to notice because it's a mushroom wisp in a bottle. Put a little dye on it, but yes. And no, there's no face reveal yet, Chocolate Chip. I don't have a webcam. There will be one eventually, don't worry. I don't even know if I'll make a surprise video for that. I'll probably just do it in the stream one day and be like, a surprise, here I am. Yep. And cart in the milk, what's going on? Okay, sorry about that, guys. Just getting super distracted. I'm actually just a little bit stoked right now and getting a little too excited. You know, 1,000 subscribers is great. I finally have that K thing. I actually am very stoked about that. So that's awesome. So not to mention, Miss X just gave me another top donation. That's great. So I'm not trying to solicitate that or anything, guys. Don't get me wrong. I really appreciate everyone here. Even if you just want to watch and not subscribe, that's fine. Because you still have to watch the ads, right? Okay, so anyways, let's stop babbling. Let's get our traps out here. We need the rest of our spear traps and I guess some spiky balls. Okay. Alright, and see you later, Kevin Beggs. Thanks for stopping by. And Titus Gerard, you're German Mexican. Well, that sounds like a very interesting mix. Alright. And Dalton Denton, you're white and white. Well, there's no such thing as white and white. I have, you know, a lot of white friends, and I mean half of my family is white, and they're You know, I complain a lot about people who ride choppers, motorcycles, and stuff like that because they often drive by my apartment and make it very loud for the stream. But that's my family. That's half my family at least. They're, you know, very blue collar type people, and you should see the family get-togethers at my place. You know, a whole bunch of Japanese people with a whole bunch of bikers. It's freaking awesome, and it's great. It's really nice seeing just, you know, kind of like people that you would kind of consider very very different and probably wouldn't hang out with each other, but when they, you know, it's nice. They hang out and they talk like they get along well. They talk great. Like it's not awkward. It's hilarious. It's awesome. Like once you actually meet people and you sit down with them in like a neutral state of mind and you get to know them, you realize like, you know, everybody is just like everybody else, and if anybody is being a dick or a douchebag, it's usually circumstantial. They themselves are not actually a douche. All right, I don't know why I'm blocking. And do I get a medal? And well, I guess I kind of babbled a bit too much there. NKS, a medal for what? I forgot. What? So I'll do as many shoutouts as I can, basically. And Maxim Ludokim, unfortunately I can't speak anything except for, well, obviously English, but also a little bit of French, that's it. I can't speak Japanese, and neither can my father. Alright, I'm actually fourth generation Canadian. Like my great grandfather was the one that came to Canada on the Japanese side. Like he was actually technically here before my Irish family. Like when my Irish ancestors basically moved to Canada from Ireland, my Japanese ancestors were already here for a good generation. Okay, so anyways guys, let's add in some traps here. Okay, that should be more than enough. In fact, we can take out a couple there just to try to make it a little bit more even. And I'm going to put 4 of these spear traps up here just to help out a bit with those jellyfish. Alright. Okay, now we're just going to have to make a way to kind of squeeze our way in here. And, oh yes, I'm going to, okay, how did I do this again? Oh right, I need to extend this upwards actually. Okay, so we're going to need to get some, oh my goodness, I forgot my gray brick. No, alright, whatever, we'll use lizard brick for this part, since we need to use it anyways. Just to speed up the process. And we can throw in another piece here. That's fine as long as we angle it properly. There we go. Okay, there we go, and let's just do, in fact we'll take this away for now. I guess we can just stand here like this, that's fine. We can always edit it a bit more later on. Alright, now let's put one up there, and there, and there. And there. Gonna have to fix our little, I guess, pyramid edge here. No worries, though. And yes, I'll have to do that in my main world, a little party machine. We have a little party area for that. I'll have to update it, though, because it says 100, I think. Alright. And okay, so I can speak Russian all right, and I'm going to learn Polish from my parents. Belarus, it's Eastern Europe, same language though, that's interesting. So, in fact, Eastern Europe and everything is a place that I've never visited, but I would really, really like to visit. I'd really like to visit a lot of places. Um, like, I haven't been to Japan before, for example. That's obviously one of the top of my list, but I also really want to visit Australia, for example. I'd love to check out Australia. Alright, so let's get a... Oh, we're going to need a 1-second timer as well. But before we do that, let's just throw in a couple jungle bricks here. I suppose we can get this water settled down a little bit lower. Let's throw down the rest of our jungle bricks so we can turn this into a jungle biome and make this a little bit more of an exciting farm instead of these random glowing jellyfish. Good heavens. Well, I mean, the show must go on. I gotta stream even if I am sick. Well, depending how sick I was. Yesterday I was actually throwing up, so that was no fun. That wouldn't sound too good on stream, I don't think. Okay, just even that out a little bit. Let's put 3 more down here. And this last one, jungle music will come in. Yes, there it is. Sweet, there's the first Aripema. And we'll just need a bucket and a 1-second timer now. We'll bring a couple buckets actually so we can try to get some of that water out of there. Now, where did I... Here they are. Okay, and do we have any 1-second timers in here? We don't. We'll have to craft one. Alright, so let's get 10 platinum bars. And we'll need some chain for a platinum watch, basically. And let's get over to a table and a chair. There we go, platinum watch. Okay, so now we're going to need some wire. There we go. 1-second timer. Beautiful. And we got our buckets. Alright, good. And I'm going to need that wire out there anyway, so we'll keep it out. Okay. So if I go in and out of the, I guess, talking guys, it's because I'm sneezing and muting the mic. So sorry if that's annoying to anybody. And Titus, you get to fly for free? That's awesome. That is absolutely awesome. Because flying in Canada is ridiculously expensive compared to flying in the States. Like I've heard that Americans can go, you know, they can fly from state to state and only pay potentially, I don't know, like $100 or something like that. Whereas me, if I want to fly back to Ontario, it's going to cost me like $500 at least, if not more. And that's for like the cheapest accommodations. And assuming it's not a holiday. If it's the holidays, I'm looking at like $2 grand. Such a ripoff. So, but it's a good excuse for not having to travel back for the holidays. Okay. And, oh, Firestarter X. Thanks for tuning in, and also thank you for the congrats there. Thanks a lot. And KGM Gamer, what's going on? Alright, we're just doing a little bit of building this episode, basically, in preparation. Okay, so let's get back in here. I'm going to throw down the 1-second timer up here. And, oops. Let's get our grand design up here, and we're going to get some actuators as well. There we go. Okay, so let's throw on actuators and wire on those bad boys, and now let's connect them to the 1-second timer here. There we go. Let's turn those on once just to actuate them. And now let's remove all those actuators. Okay, so now we're going to need to add a little bit of water here where I'm standing. That way all the fish and the sharks and stuff will bolt right towards me as if they're trying to hit me. See, just like that basically, as you saw there for a second. And, oops. Okay, I guess we're going to need a couple more buckets there. Okay, so stand here until this becomes full enough that I'm essentially in the water. Still not yet. Okay. Turn into that fish. There we go. Okay, see, look at that, guys. Now everything darts right towards me. We're going to need to smooth these out so he can get up there. There we go. And just turn on the 1-second timer. Simple as that, basically. And now these things... Well, I'm probably going to have to create a little platform here as well, just so things like that don't get stuck, and these crabs don't get stuck down here. But yeah, very easy way to get a whole bunch of those pirate maps. And, oh, we already have one, too. Awesome. I suppose we can summon a pirate invasion. Right, let's turn that off. And I'm going to want to quick stack this stuff. Okay, I really want that greedy ring. So, not just that, actually. I want all the pirate invasion loot. Because that greedy ring is something that's been on my mind, though. Okay, pirate invasion. We've got some extra wiring and stuff like that. Let's throw this back in here. And, oh, we have a new subscriber. Who is that? Who is that just subscribed to me here? Let's see. Okay, what, I guess the stream is a little bit behind. Or at least mine is. And it's Nicolas Ramos Veloso. What's going on? Welcome to the secret level. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Let's throw that in there. And we got a pink jellyfish banner, which we can throw in here. The rest of our traps in here. Okay, and some other stuff here we don't really need. Let's quick stack these. Okay, oh, we have 2 pirate maps. Beautiful. Alright. Let's get over here. Let's get some buff potions going. And, of course, it is raining, as per usual. And, okay, you know what? Let's make some more swiftness, iron skin, and regen. I think I neglected to do that. I did, yes. Oh, I remember. That's because Miss X scared the crap out of me when I was doing that. That's what I was doing. Alright. Okay, so a couple more iron skins here. There we go. And some more regens. A whole bunch more regens. There we are. Alright, let's just quick stack these in here and save a couple of those for the fight. Okay. I guess we don't really need those for now. Let's get pumpkin pie out here. And 2 flasks, and yep, that should be fine. Alright. And, oh, 1 beamer. Is somebody taking off? Well, I think somebody is, so see you later. I think. And Italy, I've never been, but I really want to go. Really want to go. So that's one of the most fascinating cultures. I like watching lots of documentaries on different cultures, different places in the world. And one of the one that fascinates me the most is Italians and, you know, the Cosa Nostra, the Mafia, and just how it expanded over to the US. Not just that, but, you know, regular people out there as well. I mean, it's a really, like, if you look at just North American cultures, a lot of it kind of originated from Italy. You know, like coffee. Drinking coffee right now. Okay, and the big Rex, what's going on? Thank you for the subscription. Okay, so let's get ourselves these little pirate bums out here. And there's my cursor, I lost it for a second. Okay, Mr. Pirates. We should be fine to farm them more or less manually. So the pirates should still spawn here since we have Roselva down here. We should still be able to complete an invasion nice and close to our little farm area here. I'm not actually going to turn it on though, because I actually just want to run around and farm them manually myself. So we actually could just stand in here without even the slimes. I'm pretty sure nothing could hurt me in here, except for maybe, well, there might be some AoE that could potentially hurt me, actually. And, oh, Ryan Ibrahim, what's going on? And Andre Singleton, this is the latest version, basically, 1.3.5.3, I believe. It's fascinating until you look at the Gladiator Age and what the Romans did. Well, I mean, uh, that's actually another thing that fascinates me probably even more. I mean, don't get me wrong, there were some serious atrocities committed there, but remember, I'm half Japanese, right? Don't even get me started on, you know, what the Japanese have done in the past. Okay. Like, you don't need to ask the Koreans or the Chinese or the Filipinos or Cambodians about that. So, but nonetheless, I mean, that's a long time ago, and I'm interested in knowing about it because I think it matters. I mean, knowing where you're from, and that doesn't mean your own specific culture, it could mean just the world itself. Knowing where it's from and, you know, what happened in the past can help guide you on where you should go, basically, in the future. That's what I think, at least. Okay, so here's the little pirates. Let's get rid of these bums. Doo-doo-doo. They're just going to teleport here in front of me and have a little bit of a rough time. Oh, we got a captain. Alright. Let's be a bit careful. Yeah, he teleported me back. No. Alright, let's try to be a bit careful of this captain here. He can be a little bit of a tough guy. Alright. You know what's actually great about killing them manually too is getting those banners. I would really like to get some more pirate banners. I think we... Oops. I guess that's the downside of farming it manually down here, at least. Don't go near those teleporters or they'll teleport you as well if the dude hits it like that. Okay. And double up my UFO minion. Yes, you're right, Slowden. Thank you. Not really paying attention. And I should click our little sharpening station buff there too. Good heavens. Forgot about those. And the boss battle. Did I do the boss battle yet? Oh no, not yet. In fact, yeah, I forgot. We can do that soon. Actually, it was. What did you say again? You said. I know you said the Eater of Worlds and the Eye of Cthulhu, and there was somebody else. So I mean, really, we can do the Eater of Worlds and the Eye of Cthulhu, but it's gonna last like, you know, a couple seconds at the most. It's not going to be a very fun fight to watch. I'm basically just killing another monster. So they should be fairly squishy at this point here. And oh, it looks like somebody up there killed, I guess it was our little spaceships. But yeah, they killed the, oh there it is, there's another one. Flying Dutchman. I wouldn't mind that Flying Dutchman trophy for some decoration. Come here, Flying Dutchman. Don't go over there by my base. Get ready for the, yes, the pirate ship. Flying Dutchman. Alright, Mr. Dutchman, you got anything for me? No, you suck, Mr. Dutchman. So I shouldn't really say that, actually. Some people might misconstrue that. Okay, so King Slime with a copper short sword. Well, I'm not planning on doing any ridiculous, you know, challenges in this playthrough. I'll do that definitely in another playthrough, that's for sure. Not this one though, because it's hardcore. So yes, I really want to get to the Moon Lord and basically beat the Moon Lord, so I can just basically say to myself, like, I got all the way to the Moon Lord, including all the events, and beat it on hardcore without using any exploits or dupes or cheats or anything like that. Did everything basically the normal playthrough way. For example, I've seen somebody did a stream once of a Terraria speedrun, and it's quote unquote the world record. I personally don't believe it is the world record though, because they duped a whole bunch of items in that game to make it easier for them to save a ton of time. And personally, I don't believe that's a legit speedrun. I mean, if you're going to use dupes or exploits, then that's not a speedrun. That's just another run. Another run with some dupes or exploits. Okay, so let's see. We got nothing much here that I really wanted, but we can summon another one here. We have one more. These things don't take too long, obviously. Got a whole bunch of golden furniture, though. That's great. This is some handsome golden furniture, and in fact, these golden platforms are new. Speaking of which, we don't really want these platforms up here. They are a little bit annoying. Especially these ones over here, which can potentially spawn monsters up here where I don't really want them to spawn. So let's get rid of these right now. Okay, so, well, don't worry about that, Damien. Duke Fishron is, excuse me, one of the hardest bosses in this game. One of the hardest bosses, that is for sure. I mean, personally, I think Duke Fishron is harder than the Moon Lord. So that's just me personally, though, because I've developed certain methods to farm the Moon Lord very, very easily, whereas Duke Fishron, I have yet to do that. Alright, here's my little pirates. Let's get rid of these pirate-arinis here. We still have our, well, I guess let's reset it for now. And get a couple of those up. Alright, pirates. You are... Whoa, whoa, whoa. That was a good amount of damage there. Let's get... Pay attention. You gotta pay attention there still. Alright, Rosalba. Give me that little buff. Nice. Whenever you're inside her little green leaf circle dome here, you get an extra 8 defense, I think? Yep. Okay. And, well, Super Cookie, be sure to stick around. We will be, like, we literally just hit 1,000 subscribers today, so I will be doing a channel giveaway and doing some giveaways of Steam gift cards. And you can buy Terraria with that if you want. I highly recommend it, actually, if you don't already have it. So it is an absolutely amazing game. My favorite game out of every game. I'm a huge fan of Blizzard games, but I find this game to be my favorite still. He teleported me. Alright, let's get rid of this captain here. He is a bit of a dangerous one. There we go. Okay, not getting too much interesting loot, not that I've noticed at least. So we're getting some more banners though, those will help. Okay, what do we have? 50%? I suppose we can hang some of these banners up here for now. There we go. Do we have any more in there? No more banners, really? Alright. And, oh, there we are, the Flying Dutchman. Let's get him! He has a little bit of a higher drop chance for all the pirate loot, basically. And there's a bunch of it that I need right now. Okay. Anything? Anything up there in those clouds? No? Alright, let's get a little dip in the honey to get some health regen going here. Taking a bit of damage. Alright. Give away my house. Well, yeah, I was going to do that anyways, actually, Chocolate Chip. I'm going to be uploading very, very soon because I've finally done that Universal Arena farm. This one, basically. More or less. This is a more simplified version of it, but still, yes. I finally finished that farm. I had to do so many trials with it to kind of test out different setups and stuff to see which worked the best. So yeah, now that I'm finally finished that, I'm going to be uploading my world to Curse, my main world at least, with all the different farms and all that stuff there. So, and it's not even fully ready still, but I'll probably upload a new version of it later. Just doing it now because a lot of people have asked, and I guess I might as well do it now too. Alright. And yes, that pirate invasion, I mean, those items have really, really low drop chances. I'm talking about like 1 in 5,000. So on average, you have to do, I don't know, like 20, 30 pirate invasions to get one of those items to drop. And that's just one. Right? So it potentially, the lucky coin could not drop for me for, you know, like many, many more invasions. Many more. And it's not just the lucky coin I want, obviously. I want that, I want the whole greedy ring. So I want the discount card and the last thing, basically. I can't remember what it is. Okay, so we got an eye patch, another deckhand banner. I guess we don't need that. Throw that banner there, and we got a parrot banner too. Okay, a whole bunch of golden furniture and cutlasses and stuff like that. Nothing I really wanted. So, not really surprising, the drop chance is very, very low. We can get some more pirate maps later, though. Okay, so I'm curious on... Just quick stack our buffs here. There we go. I'm curious on how our truffle worm farm is coming. See how much the mushroom grass has spread. Dab, dab, I'm a crab. Alright, well. That's one way to word it, I guess, Ryan? Or, Ichor Night Gaming? Oh, and there you are again, Ichor Night Gaming. Thanks for the subscription. Welcome to the secret level. So, unfortunately, if your subs are set to private, the little pop-up bunny doesn't show up, but at least I saw you notify me right there, so thank you. That is awesome. Okay, we're going to need to make another decor chest here. We are running out of space for the decor. Makes sense. I'm not sure if we're going to have room for that there. Okay, where did I put that? There it is. And we don't. Alright, we'll have to make a new spot for it. I guess I'll just put it down here for now. That's fine. I can always organize this stuff a little bit later. Okay, alright. Let's vendor the rest of these cutlasses. And I guess we can afford to lose 2 mushrooms. And I think I was missing this shirt. No, I'm missing the hat. Okay. Or the eye patch, whatever. Let's get that eye patch out of there. There we go. I think there's another sailor hat, though, but let's just mix and match them for now. There we go. Little patch there for that guy. Beautiful. Okay, so... Oh, yes, one very important thing, at least I think it's very important, that I want before Duke Fishron is Ichor, flasks of Ichor. Now, we don't have Crimson in this world, so I'm going to have to incorporate that. But we do have red solution for our contaminator, so that'll make it easy. And a solar eclipse. I don't think there's anything I need for the solar eclipse right now. Or anymore. And, well, that mushroom grass is coming in, but we'll have to give it probably the rest of the day, so... Let's get down more or less to the caverns layer. In fact, it's going to be fairly deep into the caverns layer, almost to the lava. I wonder if that's not going to be deep enough. Oh well, that's fine. We can do it over here. Is this all hollow? Has this been hollowified? Okay, good, it's not. Okay, so we'll have to build it down here, I suppose. It's going to be a little super farm, basically. It's not going to be just Ichor, but at this point right now I'm building it for Ichor. But eventually I'll be able to get a whole ton of crap there, basically. All the biome keys and tons of different materials from different biomes. Worm teeth, rotten chunks, stuff, a lot of stuff. I can't remember off the top of my head. Okay, went a little bit too deep, guys. Okay. And yes, if somebody asked, I think somebody asked, this hardcore expert playthrough is strictly single player, but be sure to join our Discord server. Link is in the description. We'll do other multiplayers coming up through that. Alright, maybe just a little bit higher up. Okay. I think this should be high enough, hopefully. Well, we'll see. Worst case, if it's not, I can always lower it. Okay, so let's get a mining potion up. Danger sense. We still have our pumpkin pie. We do. Excellent. And you know what? Let's throw in Spelunker too. Why not? Okay. Last Prism uses too much mana. Yes, I agree. I'm actually not a big fan of the Last Prism myself. But that being said, I haven't really used it very much too, so I don't think I've really given it a chance. Oops. Oops, accidentally minimized the chat there. Sorry about that. Let's just fix that. There we go. Okay, and you know what? Let's not leak all this water in here. There we go. Okay, I guess we have to. Whatever. Alright, oh, we got another glowing mushroom biome here. Okay, I'm gonna make this... I want to make this more or less as long as this place up here, so... Let's see. Just a little bit further. Alright, you know what? I wouldn't mind these glowing mushrooms. Let's harvest these bad boys. Alright, looks like this glowing mushroom biome is pretty small, and there's another marble biome over there to my right. Good heavens, this world has a whole ton of marble and granite. Alright. Let's see here. Okay, so more or less down here. Right where this dart trap is, I guess. Let's just harvest down here and head downwards now. Get yourselves a decent little area, that should be fine. Alright. Gotta get good. Oh, yep. It's better than being bad, I guess. Okay. And New York Knicks all the way. Well, I'm not a big sports watcher myself, to be quite honest, so sure, yeah, why not? I'm a pretty terrible sports person, actually. I have no idea, basically. People start talking about somebody and some team and what's going on, I have no idea. I haven't followed sports since I was, I don't know, 9 or 10 at the latest. So, but don't get me wrong, I really love playing sports. And that's kind of why I actually stopped following sports, because it always just irritated the crap out of me. It just made me want to play. Like, this sucks. I don't want to just watch people play hockey. I want to play. I don't care how good they are. It's just bothering me. So eventually I just stopped watching. Okay, so we're going to need to get a whole bunch more dynamite out here. And I think we have our contaminator with us in the piggy bank, so that should be fine. Oh, right. Let's not stick around here too long. It's a solar eclipse, so let's get out of here. Okay, so, what did I come back here for? Oh, right, dynamite. We need some more dynamite from our friend up here. A whole bunch, I think. Alright, hurry up before... Look at all those misclicks. Hurry up before we get some uninvited guests. Alright, and oh, Blueberry, what's going on? Do you know who Lionel Messi is, though? No, I don't. Okay, no, we got a nailhead in here, and my goodness, clicking on the wrong things. Oh, they're not a nailhead. Alright, let's get rid of this nailhead before he causes some issues. Hurry! He's gonna cause issues for my health, basically. Alright. Oh boy, there goes Luke the guide. Alright, that's fine. Let's just get out of here, go down underground. Escape that little solar eclipse, that's better. Okay, so, might want to pop a little bit of an iron skin and a regen, just to be safe here. Alright, and let's get ourselves some sticky dynamite. Make it a little bit more convenient. That's better. You, no, ouch! Oh my goodness! Oh, I didn't even see that thing sneak up on me. My goodness. Okay, sundial maybe? Oh, well, I think I'm going to save it because I'm going to be underground for quite a bit of time here. And I shouldn't have to worry about that solar eclipse underground. But yes, no, that, thanks for the tip. I actually forgot I had it. Okay, and we already have the butcher saw, I believe. Soccer is basically just falling and yelling. Well, I think I would have a lot of buddies that would potentially take offense to that. I have some really hardcore soccer fan friends. So, yeah. So, and it's really to each his own. I mean, I have a bunch of friends who really, really like to watch sports, and every time I even bring up, even just imply the fact that I don't want to watch this, they just get triggered, basically. Like, are you great? So, okay, alright, and my goodness, I went way too low. Let's get back up there. Okay, and what's going on, PB King? Welcome back. And no worries, Kevin Beggs, that's always a great thing to do. Okay, how much deeper did I get here? Alright, it's just a bit below. I passed it a little bit again. Here we go. Okay, this is where I want to start. Let's get some dynamite going down here. Okay. More there. And yes, sorry about that, Slowdent. I know that was a very close call. Good heavens, that little thing. I can't even remember what it's called. That's spiky sphere or just sphere? I can't remember. That thing does a lot of damage, and it just snuck up on me. I didn't even notice it. And ouch, I took a little hit there from that one. Oops. Don't want to do that. And oh, we're probably going to need maybe even more dynamite. Well, we'll see. Can always go back for some more. Don't really want to because it's a solar eclipse at the moment, but if we have to, we always can. What is your favorite class? Ranger, melee, wizard, or summoner? That's hard to say, really. It depends. If I'm playing multiplayer, for example, I really like playing magic. Just because sometimes I can kind of switch to healing, and I just find that fun sometimes. But generally in single player, I prefer melee. I prefer melee build. It's a lot more forgiving for exploration, just because you're a lot more tanky. Okay. So, we have a little bit of dynamite left there. 5 sticks. Let's throw them. Oh, let's throw them down here. There we go. Okay, yeah, we're gonna need a whole bunch more dynamite to get rid of the bottom part here. You know what? I think I made this place way too large, but that's fine. Oh, well, can't go back now. More dynamite. Let's hurry before we get another one of those crazy balls. Alright, another 60 should be more than enough. And yes, I really need to do something about this door. I'm gonna do that today, that's for sure. Alright, don't kill any of my buddies, please. Okay, and oh, Resigniri, what's going on? Okay, let's see. Alright, yes, yo-yos I've been neglecting, so that once I actually start using them quite a bit, that might make me fall in love with melee even more, because the one thing that I, didn't really like about the melee build is its lack of ranged capabilities, which, can be very, very difficult for some bosses. But what with yo-yos being put into the game, that's a massive game changer, even though I've never really utilized it. So, because I was a huge fan of the Daedalus Stormboat too. And, Jurgen Solano, what's going on? Welcome to the secret level. Alright, let's get some sticky dynamite going out here. Guess we didn't really need to bust out our little money trough, but whatever. Okay, let's get rid of the rest of these blocks here. Okay, and the dolphin gun, yes. Is that, was it the SDMG? I think that's the acronym. SDMG? Or is it SMDG? Oh, there's too many things in this game. Too many things for me to remember. And, oh, Wyatt Redmond, yes. The Onyx Blaster is very, very amazing. A new weapon in the game that, unfortunately, I didn't get to use this playthrough, but I love it as well. Super awesome weapon. So that was a very great addition to the game, the Onyx Blaster. And all the other kind of like desert stuff too. Okay. Alright, we don't need our little money trough. I don't know why I opened him up again. Force of habit, I guess. Dynamite there, and here. So there, okay. I guess we'll put 3 up here. Just harvest our little way out here. Okay, alright, we can get the rest with our little pickaxe now. And let's get a mining potion up for that. And how about a night owl, and a hunter, and a mining too. Just make it a little bit easier, why not? Super Dolphin Mega Gun. Oh, is that what it stands for? I never knew, actually. Is that actually what it stands for? Because, I mean, that makes sense. It is like a weird... It is a dolphin. And I would imagine that that SDMG does stand for something, you know, more comical than serious. And no, I am not ready to kill the Lunatic Cultist. That's not going to be for quite some time. We need to kill Duke Fishron and do the events first. The Pumpkin Moon and the Frost Moon. Those events. So not for a little while, basically, will we be killing those summoners, basically. Those little cultists. Okay, getting a little bit full on stuff here. So I suppose this will be the top of our farm here, which I will eventually make out of conveyor belts, so I guess we can just throw down a dirt block pathway for now. And where's that traveling merchant? I would really like him here. I'm still missing that cement mixer. It's really annoying not having that cement mixer, because I can only really use one of these accessories at a time. And I want both, basically. I want the speed and the range. Okay. Space Dolphin Machine Gun? Alright, well, is it space or is it super? I don't know. I saw someone say super, now I'm seeing a lot of people say space. Have you ever tried no armor, default health, and only shrines? No, I have not tried that yet, Veta. But I definitely will be doing that, excuse me, for the stream at some point. 1 second, guys. Alright, that's better. Just had to clear my throat a bit there. But yes, I will be doing some sort of specialized extra challenge playthroughs, like I'm only allowed to use this or whatever. But yeah, I'm not going to be doing it on this playthrough, though. And, okay, let's get rid of these stones here. We don't need that much stone. We have a ridiculous amount of stone already. Let's quick stack this stuff. And, okay, how much time do we have left for night? 30 seconds? Okay. Good. Night's basically done. Let's get down here and just wait for nighttime to end, basically. I don't want any of my dudes to die. And yes, give me some worm teeth, please. Or, cursed flames. I could use some cursed flames. Beautiful. Okay, so more glowing mushroom seeds. I suppose we can put those down. Somewhere in the middle here, I suppose. And you know what? We're going to need... I guess the entrance could be up here. We need to make this a little bit more convenient. I guess we'll do some building off stream. Okay, so let's throw these, I suppose, whatever, just throw them there. Okay, so nighttime should be done by now. Yep, excellent. Let's get back up here. And we have a whole bunch more stone. Good heavens, I don't really want to delete it, so I guess I'll make another chest. In fact, we'll just throw everything in this extra chest down here for now. Organize it afterwards. We have extra dirt and stone. A lot of extra dirt and stone. Good heavens. Okay, some extra dynamite we can throw in our piggy bank here. And quick stack those there. Okay. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to need some gray brick for this farm and a whole bunch of conveyor belt, ideally, too. pass. Well, actually, I suppose the conveyor belt's not necessary for now. I'll do that afterwards. I'm basically just going to set up the basics of the farm. Alright, and gray brick is up here. I keep forgetting. And, do we need the lava? Nope, but I guess I'll bring the traps with me, too. And, you know what? Just in case, I'll bring lava. Why not? I don't think I'm going to end up using it, but I might just... maybe even just for show. Okay. Alright, so let's get ourselves 80 jungle bricks as well as a water candle and maybe a heart lantern, campfire. There's a bunch of conveyor belt right there. Let's get this thing. Okay, so we're going to need more conveyor belt than that. Let's just go buy some new conveyor belt basically. And let's see. Oh yes, 80 jungle bricks. And oh, we only have 70. I guess I'll have to go back and get some more after. Alright. And Hamza El Mortada, what's going on? Sorry about that. I just noticed you in the chat, basically. I'm a little bit under the weather, guys. A little bit sick these days, so I guess I'm not as attentive as I normally am, or progressive overall, to be honest, at that matter. Seem to be kind of just sitting here, I guess, zoning out more or less every now and then. All right. So I'll do my best, though. Can't wait to get over this little flu I got here. Let's see here. So, I suppose I can get the rest later on if I need it, which I probably will because I always forget something. Alright, and oh, 1000 degree hot knife. I didn't even say hello to you, so hello and goodbye, unfortunately. That's no problem though, thanks for tuning in. Complete... Complete moron is 1,000 subscriber. I mean, totally not. NKS has become the 1,000s, and the angels have written this nerd's. Okay, I'm not sure where you're going with this, NKS. And yes, see ya, NKS. I guess you're not even here anymore. All right. Okay, so oh, the farm's down here. That was the right farm. I thought that was my Souls and Mimic farm for a second. Looked basically the same. Okay. So let's just put a layer of dirt down here on the bottom first. And oh, we do have our little tile placement speed thing there, so let's get going here. Okay. Alright, oh, Owen Plays, what's going on? I love you as well. I love all my secret levelers. Alright. Crazy little worms and mice preventing me from building. And oh, you were still here. Alright. Awesome, NKS. Oh, my reply was basically just confusion. So, if I confused you further, I guess, well, we're in the same boat. And Haven, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later. Alright, so we just need to make ourselves a little area down here now, basically. Alright, that should be high enough. Okay, nope, not up there, you fool. It's supposed to be to cursor, not to head. Alright. And Roblox Bloxer, you're at Disney. And yeah, I'll do my best not to die, Haven, if you're still here. And just the way you like it? Well, alright then, NKS. Okay, see you later, NKS. Assuming you are actually gone now. Alright, you don't wanna get those mother figures angry, that's for sure. Okay. So let's just clear this a little bit out farther, and let's get, you know what, let's get some more buffs up here. Let's get danger sense, mining, spelunker, night owl, and this up. There we go. All right. This stuff just to prevent spread, and let's go up here. Okay, so let's just build ourselves a little safe area up here now. Probably start up here and then extend the pathway upwards. That should be fine. In fact, let's do that right now. Okay, so gray Breccarini, did I bring? I'm pretty sure I brought it. Yep, here it is. Okay, and I think there's a lot of delay in the stream. Yes, I think there might be as well, Hamza. But if you're basing that on my responses, it's because, no, that delay is me, not the stream. Like, I'm actually reading your message, and I see a whole bunch of other people who have already messaged after you. Good heavens, I'm missing it. 1 second. So, hello, did you come here yesterday to remember me? And Marcos Mino, I wasn't even online yesterday. It was like the only day I basically didn't stream because I was bedridden. Still a little bit sick today, to be honest. But I can stream at least. Alright, and oops. Let's get the chat going here. There we go. Okay, and should I try the Lunatic Cultist? Well, if you feel prepared for it, then yeah, sure. If you have beetle armor, basically, then you should be able to. Okay, so, well, yeah, go ahead, why not? If you're not doing hardcore, the worst case scenario is you die. Well, at least you learned something. Alright, let's put some platforms down here. And let's get rid of these little bommerinis down here, there we go. So, yeah, well, if you haven't beaten Duke Fishron yet, anyway, Korzix, he is pretty hard. It's so less that it's delayed more. Read messages if they are sent. Yes, Matthew. Yeah. And yes, Pedro, I like to make a whole ton of farms, and just the bigger the hole, the better the spawn rate, basically. Alright, so let's just get rid of this guy first of all. And we're going to put down a little wooden platform right there. And now we're going to have to clear out the rest of these little floating bricks in the air here. Alright, should be a lot easier though since we have our nice little flying saucer. Alright, oh, and there's one more right back here. Okay. So, and, oh no, you died, Korzax. Well, no worries. I had many deaths myself. Maybe just a little bit more practice in tinkering. It's always good to die because then you know, well, you figured out a new way that basically doesn't work. So you're more knowledgeable for the future. Okay. Let's get ourselves a little area here. That should be good enough. And just over here as well. There we go. Okay. Take that. Let's throw that there instead. There we go. Alright, let's even these out now. Oops, not that one. And, oh, there we go. Okay, ooh, a mimic. Yes, this place is pretty decent for spawning mimics as well, obviously. Okay. And, Freddy Games. Well, once I complete this playthrough, I'll probably do... Well, I'm definitely going to be doing another playthrough, but I'll probably do not just one playthrough. I'll probably do two at the same time and kind of spread them out throughout the week. Like, I'll do one episode one day, maybe another one another day, and so on. But yeah, I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to make a video and ask for suggestions from the channel, because I've gotten so many different suggestions. Either, you know, specific mods or specific ways of playing a character, like, you know... well, that's not what I meant to do. Well, that's what happens when you're a little bit sick, guys. A little bit of misclicking comes with it. And that was a pretty bad misclick. Don't want to take off my main piece of armor there. Okay. Okay, so let's get our Contaminator out here. Actually, you know what? Before we start summoning a whole bunch of those Ichor bums, ideally, I'm hoping they'll come. I hope I'm deep enough. I should be. So I'm not 100% sure, though. I guess we'll throw in lava. Why not? Let's throw in our little spiky balls here. Let's grab that last one there. Okay. Don't touch me. Oh, looks like we got a bit of wire up there. That should be fine, though. Okay. Okay, we don't have a 1 second timer, which I forgot, of course. Oh, that's no worries, though. Alright, let's get rid of these bats here, and let's get rid of this block here. Goodbye, bats. Okay. Let's get some great brick up in here now. Alright, now I need that 1 second timer. So we're gonna need to make another watch and another 1 second timer again. And yes, Memer, I don't rush my hardcore playthrough. I learned that the hard way with Hardcore Herb the 10th and Hardcore Herb the 16th. And probably some of the other herbs too. Okay, let's quick stack this down here as well. And oh, we got another dual hook, some extra traps, and oh yes, we're gonna need 10 more lizard bricks. Okay. So, 1 second timer. We are going to need to craft ourselves more platinum bars, basically. Let's get ourselves 10 platinum bars. And then a chain. Let's get over to the table now. And that pick was way too satisfying. Yes, I absolutely love this pick saw, especially with the mining potion. It's just gobble gobble. Just munch, munch, munch. Munch up all that stone. You are a block munching machine, basically. Okay, let's get our 1 second timer here. There we go. And I suppose we'll get those jungle bricks real quick while we're up here. Just need to harvest up a couple more of these lizard bricks, I guess I should call them. Is that what they're called? Yeah, lizard brick. Farm for titanium and adamantium? Well, mods allow that kind of stuff. Yeah, I suppose. Well, I don't think I'm going to farm for it right now. Can actually sell 1 second timers for 1 gold on blood moons. Yes, it would be nice if I could actually just buy timers. That'd be nice and handy, actually. So, but, well, I mean, I do kind of like them because it has a purpose. It gives more of a purpose to, you know, collecting platinum or gold later on. So, yeah, it gives basically more of an end game purpose to gold and platinum, which I like. In fact, I wish they would do that more with some of the other things, is give them more. I always pass because it's in the corruption or little entrance. But yeah, more emphasis on early game content to have it more relevant to end game. Like you need certain crafting materials, older ones, to make some sort of new end game weapon. I know there's already a whole bunch of those things, but yeah, let's get a whole bunch more basically. And yeah, the bee's knees is useless underwater. I love the bee's knees, but that's the only one thing about it that's not the greatest, is underwater it does nothing. Alright, let's get ourselves a bunch of lizard bricks here. sure there's no Medusa. Okay. And yes, a crab engine. Make it so less people spawn. Well, I guess I missed probably the first part of that. What are you specifically talking about? Less people for spawning where? Alright, and oh, we don't need to go down here. We just need bricks. So let's get these bricks. And let's pop ourselves a mining potion so this goes a bit faster. And oh, we don't have any of our other buffs either. We need those as well. Okay, and you know what? Let's not leak in a whole crap ton of water in here. There we go. Okay, and oh, Yuki can well, I'm sorry if I mispronounced this, and it's Japanese too, so I should be able to pronounce it, but I can't. Yuki Kanehira. I probably did that pretty badly. Yuki Kanehira. What's going on? Welcome to the secret level, and thanks for the subscription. And oh, Korzax, you're doing the Martian Madness? That's awesome. That is awesome. Whole bunch of stuff that you can get in there. Have you gotten the Influx Weaver? Have you gotten the Cosmic Car Key? What do you want to get? Okay. And well, the Wall of Flesh, he's makes me a bit of a nervous one. And Hamza El Mortada, what's going on? Welcome to the secret level. Thanks for the subscription. And Cody, oh, are you leaving, Cody? Well, no worries. Thanks for tuning in. And well, don't worry, we'll be here next time. I'm not going to for sure say, well, it should be every day, guys. In fact, yesterday was the only real day that it hasn't been. So yeah, let's not do that either. So yeah, as long as I'm not bedridden sick, basically. And well, I'm half Japanese, Yuki Kanehira. Half Japanese, half Irish. Living in Canada. Living in Alberta, basically. So, and I've never actually been to Japan, unfortunately. I'd really like to visit, though. Really, really like to visit. And, oh, Noli 1000, yes. We hit 1,000 subscribers during this stream, which I was very, very excited about. And I'll be doing a little giveaway video and getting basically a webcam as well for the stream, so you guys can see my face. Is Haven here? Oh, I think Haven left. All right, so yeah, we can talk about that right now. So yeah, I'm gonna get my webcam as soon as possible as well. Do a little quote-unquote face reveal, I guess. Alright, how many of these things do we have so far? Like 900? Alright, that should be more than enough. That's fine. There we go. Skedaddle back to our house. And we're going to need to get back down there to our farm that we're going to make soon. So let's get the red solution out and the contaminator. And let's pop this ammo buff here. That will actually help save solution as well, because solution actually counts as a ranged ammo. And it's pretty expensive. And, oh, well, no worries, Cody Moss. I mean, just stopping by and saying what's up, or even in the Discord channel is fine. And, well, Owen plays, if I die, if this character dies, I'll probably put a bit of a pause on the hardcore playthrough and start a different playthrough. But there will definitely be a Let's Play series live of some kind. Up. So yeah, but when this guy dies, I'll start a different playthrough, but before I start it, I'm probably going to make a video, you know, getting people to vote or something like that on what kind of playthrough they want me to do, because I've been getting many, many different suggestions. And I can't remember them all. Alright. Alright, let's crimsify this place. Oh my goodness, no, not the bottom. Forgot it does it where your feet is too. So I think it might be a little bit handy. Actually, we can just float on our little mount here. Get out of the way, bud. Alright, let's crimsify this place. Okay, oh, gonna have to dig out a little bit here. I don't want to spend too long doing this. Those little Ichor stickers coming at me, those things are strong. Alright, where did I put it? There it is. And no, that's not it. My goodness, the misclick. Not gonna do much spreading with some silver coins, that's for sure. Alright. And you know what? Some of this needs to be stone, actually. Otherwise, I don't think they'll spawn. We should have a whole bunch of stone. I guess... Oh my goodness, did I delete a lot of it? Oh well. Okay, let's get over to this side too, do the same thing over here. Let's watch out for biome mimics though, they can easily spawn down here. And that's the last thing I want to fight in this tiny little corridor. Okay, so, alright, let's put down a couple crimson blocks over here as well. So we got 2 stone, I guess we have a couple crimson blocks there. Alright, good enough. Can always add that later, and no, not actual wood, I wanted wood platform. There we go. Alright, and I'm not seeing any Ichor stickers, that's not good. I might not be low enough for them to spawn. So that's not too bad, but I might be able to just fall down. So, but that being said, Ichor stickers might be a little bit tricky to spawn in this world. It might not even be possible, now that I think about it, because we have an original corruption world. And I know that in my Crimson worlds, I had basically an impossible time at getting world feeders to spawn. I don't think I ever got them to spawn. And it's been a really long time. I can't remember which patch basically it was last time I played a corruption world. So it might have changed. I might not be able to get Ichor stickers in corruption. That would suck. I really want those Ichor flasks. Those flasks with Ichors are way better than flasks of Cursed Flames. Way better. Not very fair. I don't think Ichor should be a Crimson only item. It is too key, basically. It's too key of an item to be exclusive to one, to either Crimson or Corruption, I believe, at least. In Expert, at least. Alright, well, we're not getting very many Ichor stickers here, guys. That kind of sucks. I'm starting to guess that either I'm not low enough, or Ichor stickers just won't spawn in a Corruption world. Kind of like world feeders in a Crimson world. Oh well. And, oh, Trey TNT, thank you. I don't think I said hello to you, Trey TNT. Aren't you in the same room as one of the other subscribers? I think somebody said that they were in the same room as you. So yeah, and you saw an Ichor sticker under me? Did you? Why? Okay. I didn't see any Ichor stickers. I saw some of those floaty grosses. Well, you know, it might help if we got our... I guess we can get rid of him. If we got our jungle bricks up. I don't think so. We're getting a whole bunch of skeletons here, though. That's not really what I want. So, I guess, you know what? It is also because the floor I have is barely crimstone blocks. Oops. No! My mining speed is too fast for my own good. Don't... Ah, whatever. Okay. Alright, I don't even have great brick on me. That's just convenient. Great. And look at that lava draining speed. So nice and slow. Just what we want. Alright, well, you know what? Screw it. Let's just go back. I'll finish that later. That's too much of a mess to, you know, bother dealing with now. Let's get rid of this annoying gray pressure plate. Annoying the crap out of me. And let's put up a switch instead. Or a lever, I suppose, just because it's easier to click. Okay. Alright, whatever. Put it right there. Looks kind of uneven and messy, but whatever. We'll have to deal with it. Let's get some wire out here. Alright, and we have a whole bunch more crap cluttering up my inventory, of course. Okay, I guess I'll keep some of those. Okay, did I just put a piece of wire somewhere? I did. That's not it. Where did I put it? Ah. Oh no, that's not it. Put it... screw it. Whatever. Okay. Alright, I'm not in the mood to kind of deal with organizing this kind of stuff today. Alright, screw it. Oh, actually, I kind of want that and that. We'll finish that later, though. Okay. Doing this a little bit slower today. My brain just feels like mush today, guys. Sorry about that. Okay. Okay, well, yeah, that's a lot of likes. That's a lot of likes. What other civilizations other than Earth are here? Okay, but yeah, thanks guys. That would be great. Smashing that like button. Okay, so in fact, oh, you know what? I forgot to go fishing for that other fishing quest when we had it up. That's a shame. Which one do we have up right now? Caught in underground tundra, which we do not have. I don't think so. Oh, wait. That's a decent place to fish. And that is underground, so let's go for there. Hopefully that's not hollowified. I really want to get those fishing quests done, I guess one at a time, guys, because there are some of those fishing quest items I really want to get. Really want to get, like the sponge, the buckets, a whole bunch of things. Let's not get distracted here. Okay, so got that, and I believe I made a whole bunch of fishing potions, but what did I do with them? I keep misplacing them. And, oh, who was that just subscribed? Let's see who it was here. My goodness. Oh, it was F. Valentina Mino. What's going on? Thanks for the subscription. Sorry about that, guys. Just had to pause it. Oh, no, I didn't. There it is right there. F. Valentina Mino. What's going on? Welcome to the secret level. Okay, there's my fishing potions. Guess we don't need all of them on me. Too late for now. Alright, let's get out to that little ice biome. Let's quickly try to find ourselves that little ice fish, whatever it was called. Well, we'll know what it is because it'll turn orange. It'll be an orange fish. Okay. And, oh, Travis Plays, what's going on? Thanks for the subscription. I think we just got another one there. Got a little subscription train here going, guys. No, that's the end of my coffee. No. Well, I went through that pretty quick this time. Actually, I want it. Give me it. Yes. We should have a much easier time dealing with these bums this time. Okay. Let's get to our farm. Okay, you know, I would really like to get that razor pine as soon as possible, just for this farm here, basically. And, oh, it's not even on. Good heavens, my mistake. Teleport out here, let's turn these on. There we go. Okay, you know, it would be nice if I was able to get myself, let's see. I guess this might be a little bit loud. Turn the volume down just a little wee bit. Okay. So I wouldn't mind getting that Daedalus Stormbow out here. And ideally, actually, well, no, holy arrows will be fine. Even though they'll kill the slimes, they'll keep respawning. It should be okay. And let's get a magic quiver in, well, instead of that, that's for sure. Okay, and how about a range potion too? Alright. Okay, let's try not to aim for the slimes. Let's get ourselves a Martian saucer out here, that's what I would like. me a UFO saucer, please. Yes, we need more. We need more coffee for me. I don't even want coffee though, guys. Ideally, I want an energy drink. It's way too hot for me to be drinking coffee right now. And yes, I can AFK it, Korzax, which I'm basically going to do right now. But I also like to use either a bow or potentially like the razor climb or a yo-yo, which I really should be doing, but I just haven't gotten to it yet, guys. Sorry about that. I know there's some people here that have told me, like Sloden, for example, like, you should get the yo-yos. And I was just like, yeah, I'll do it for sure for tomorrow. And that was like a week ago. So yeah, iced coffee, I would really like to get one. I never made an iced coffee myself, though. I wonder if I could just make coffee and just throw some ice in it. Will that taste good? Will that taste good or will that taste awful? So, Mountain Dew. Actually, Michael Piper, I have a Mountain Dew. I have a Mountain Dew in my fridge right now. I forgot about that, but now that I remember, it's one of those king cans, too. Yes. 3 for $3. 3 for $3. I use Nimbus Rod for extra. Oh yes, the Nimbus Rod as well. In fact, I have the Nimbus Rod Matthew047, and I completely forgot about it and have neglected it 100%. I haven't used it once. I haven't even used it for a second to summon one single cloud. I forgot about it. It's such a great weapon for everything, basically. Just, you know, it's like an extra summon. You might as well. Even if you're not magic spec, you might as well. It's great. Okay, and oh, you know what? There was somebody here that wanted me to fight a couple bosses. So I guess we can do that more or less before... Oh, right, I threw my phone on the other side of the room, so I don't really know what time it is right now. Since I'm not playing in windowed mode anymore, I have no idea what time it is right now. Someone is going to have to tell me. Even if they tell me, I'm not sure what time it is my time either, so I'll have to figure that out in a second here. Let's try to deal with this Martian saucer. I'm doing it pretty terribly. I really should get a yo-yo for this. I think that would be much faster, especially since I'm using a melee build. And I need to get some more percent damage weapons. Like, all this stuff is mostly warding. I guess this is menacing, but yes, I'm using mostly defensive here, and which I really don't need in this farm. I would like to get, you know, pure menacing accessories, and probably some specific ranged gear. That's why I wanted the Shroomite set. Oh, Shroomite set will be fairly awesome. However, unfortunately, the Spectre set works pretty badly in this farm specific. In this specific farm setup. That's what I meant to say. 651 USA. Well, I mean, there is East Coast, Mountain Time, West Coast, right? So, yeah. Like, what time is it Eastern Time, guys? What time is it Eastern Time? Anybody that lives on the East Coast, basically. New York, Toronto, any of those places. And what time is it there? Because then I'll know what time it is here. I'm on Mountain Time, which is pretty rare. So just tell me what it is, either Eastern Time or Pacific Time, and then I'll know. Yeah, like all these times that you guys are referencing, I have no clue. I don't know what CST is, to be quite honest. And yeah, I'm pretty sure you are Eastern, Sloden. 9:53. Okay, so wait, it's 7:53 here. Have I been streaming for 3 hours? What? It is 7:53. Okay, well, I didn't even realize I was streaming for 3 hours already, guys. I thought it's only been 2 hours. I meant to keep the video length cut down. Well, after this Martian Madness, we'll be ending up the stream because it should have ended up an hour ago. I've been trying to keep the streams down to about 2 hours of length so that I can leave myself a bit more time for video editing. And I gotta get over to that 7-Eleven and buy a Steam gift, or a couple Steam gift cards ASAP. I think the little machine that registers them stops working at 9 p.m. So yeah, I got an hour to get there. No problem though. At least the 7-Eleven being right across from my apartment window finally comes in handy. It's usually a huge nuisance because at like 2 or 3 a.m. it tracks the you know, the lowest of life that exists here in Edmonton. You know, the very Cro-Magnon or plebonian versions of life, basically. I don't know, however you want to put it. Scumbags, alright? There's a whole ton of scumbags there at like 2, 3 a.m. And I could hear them from my window. They're always yelling at each other and stuff. Like, they just sound like they're having such a bad time. And it's only been 2 hours. It's only been 2 hours. Did I start at... oh, no, you're right. I did start... Oh, no, wait. No, I thought I started at 5 p.m. Did I not? Did I not? I'm getting confused here, guys. I'm pretty sure... Yeah, it has been 3 hours since I first started. Let's check the stream time here just to make sure. Yeah, 2 hours and 54 minutes. 2 hours and 54 minutes, which is not nearly as long as... or much longer, I mean. My goodness, my brain today, guys. My brain. My brain feels like these slimes, basically. I'm trying to hop around. Not really sure what's going on, basically. Okay, so yeah. It has been 3 hours, though, basically. Alright, and Armando, what's going on? And are you going to join us on our after-stream party on Discord? Oh, absolutely, Pedro. I'm on Discord right now, basically. It's just on silent, so I can't hear if anyone's messaging or anything like that, because I'm streaming. But yeah, I go on Discord every day after the stream, except for yesterday, because I was, well, to be honest, I was puking my guts out. Probably lost a good 5 pounds yesterday alone. And yes, the 7-Eleven bums, but it's like night and day between the 7-Eleven. Literally, when it's daytime, you know, tons of normal people there. You know, they're just doing normal stuff normal people do. And then at nighttime, like, I find people passed out on the ground with just like one of the 7-Eleven employees. I've seen this multiple times. Just people completely passed out because they're just drunk as can be, or just really high on something. Just passed out on the floor, and they just kind of put like cones around the person and wait for the ambulance to come. They have special pass out cones in the 7-Eleven because it happens that frequently. It'll just be a random bum passed out on the ground, and they won't leave, so they just kind of cone them until the ambulance or the police get there. So I'll walk in there, you just got like a little hazard cones around, you know, usually that's normally something that people would use for wet floors or something, but it's not, it's for a bum. There are so many bums in Edmonton. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. I am shocked at a town that has this many bums. Like, you basically can't go to a convenience store or a gas station here without a bum being outside of it, asking everybody for change or smokes or whatever it is. So, and they don't seem like, they seem more like scum than bums. Like, there's some bums in Toronto that I really feel bad for because it looks like they've been really through some really bad times, and they're older. They might seem like they not be qualified for certain jobs and stuff like that, so it might be tough, right? But then here, the kind of bums that you see here are fit young people that are just lazy and getting drunk and getting high all the time. That's the mass majority of the bums out here in Edmonton. Just like scum. The absolute scum of the world. It doesn't get much lower than that, basically. Like, the epitome of ignorance. So yeah, well, hopefully this frame rate, I mean, my video card definitely could use an upgrade soon, which I'm going to try to get hopefully sometime during the summer. It is pretty expensive. It's not just that. I was going to do a couple things. But yeah, I'm happy with how much better it's working out this time. Last time it was very, very laggy for whatever reason. So, well, no worries, PB King. I have to get. I have that condition known as hyperhidrosis. So it basically just means that I have sweaty hands more often than the average person. And you know, to be honest, most people have this condition. A lot of people have sweaty hands. So yeah, there's a lot of times where I struggle to open, I don't know, like a pickle jar, for example, and I have to give it to, you know, either one of my buddies or my buddy's girlfriends. I've done that. I'm like, here, Lisa, can you open this for me? I'm like, shut up, I have sweaty hands. Alright, there we go. Turn that off. Let's get rid of these Slimerinis. Let's get our little bridge back up. Teleport out here. Let's shut her down. Oops, let's turn this one back on, and now shut her down. There we go. Okay, what did we get here? Get here a whole bunch of stuff. And I think I already have that. Oh, we got some more banners. I'll definitely want to throw those up. Let's throw one there and one there. We don't need... oh, sorry about that, guys. A little bit of an uncontrolled burp there that time. So yeah, we don't need this many blue slimes banners here, so let's get rid of those. And I guess it's a new day, so I can't really fish over there for whatever I was fishing for at the time. Whatever snowfish it was. Okay. That don't sound safe. Yeah, I know. It's not. I mean, the only real way to fix it is surgery. Maybe I'll do that one day. But like, if I get that surgery, though, that means I can't sweat out of my hands ever. And that might be kind of annoying. I don't want just pure dry hands forever. There are some times I want to have a little bit of moistness to it, you know? Like if I'm trying to turn the page of something or something like that. I don't want to have to constantly lick my fingers. Like, that would probably be even more annoying, alright? So, but yeah. Let me give you an example of why it's annoying, guys. Whenever you go to a job interview, I always have to make sure to, like, just before I shake the hand of a guy... well, I guess I haven't had to have a job interview for a while, because I've had the same job for quite some time now. But yeah, I would have to shake the hand of the guy and just try my best to have a firm handshake. You know, to, you know, make sure, you know, that's a good look, right? But then try to have as little contact as possible. So I'm trying to keep my hand as far away from his as possible, but trying to actually grab it. Yeah. All right, let's throw this in here. So yeah, a couple awkward times there. So, but I've developed a system, though, whenever I get, for example, intimate with a girl. I don't want her, you know, feeling my sweaty hands all over her. That's probably not pleasant. So I always make sure to, you know, make sure it's nice and cool. Nice and cool. So that being said, I have a little bit of an issue with that right now. I might have to do something about that. Nice and cool. I'm talking about like 13 degrees. Like, she's cold. And I was like, don't worry, we'll just have to, all we have, just keep moving, and, you know, we'll create that natural heat. That'll be fine. That way, if, either that or I just have to do my best to work as hard as I can, and that way we'll both be sweaty and nobody will notice it, right? Right? So, not very much of a child subject, but whatever. It's bound to happen. All right. Okay, so I guess we can throw some of these fishing potions here and this here, but we are going to call this episode for now. I guess we left it off on a bit of an awkward topic there. Whatever. Well, so, just a little inside view on life with sweaty hands, basically, guys. Alright, and I think we got another little subscriber there for a second. Who was that? Who was that? I heard it. Well, we'll call them out. Oh, there it is. X Supri X, what's going on? Welcome to the secret level. And Miss X, you missed what's happening. Well, I was just talking about how I had sweaty hands and some of the inconveniences of that comes up in real life. like job interviews and intimacy. But there are ways to get around it. Like if you're gonna hook up with a girl and you have hyperhidrosis, just go to a hotel and make sure that you turn down the thermostat a while. She might complain, but just tell her, all right, don't worry, we'll create our own heat. And oh, Vitor Souza, what's going on? Welcome to the secret level. Thanks. I'm getting all these subscriptions just as I start talking about this. That's maybe a coincidence. I don't know. And oh, Nathan Wolf. Nathan the Wolf. Well, you don't have to, Nathan the Wolf. I'll say hi to you anyway. It's up to you. Trainee, what's going on? Welcome to the secret level. Thanks for the subscription. All right, guys. Well, I accidentally made this stream a little bit longer than I meant to, so we're more or less going to be calling it from here. I'm just going to do some shout-outs to everybody that I can see here, at least in the channel, before we go, of course. So let's see who we got chipping in right here. We got Andre Singleton. I don't even think I said hello to you, Andre Singleton. I'm sorry about that. Armando De Jesus, Chocolate Chip, Dalton Denton, Kevin Beggs, Matthew047, Michael Piper, Miss XX, and Nathan the Wolf, PB King, Pedro, Pedro Vinhez for short, Slodent, Titus Gerard, and, well, Vitor Souza as well, a new joiner. Awesome. And did I not say Titus Gerard? I'm pretty sure. Did I miss that? Did I miss that one? I may have missed it. Titus Gerard. Oh yes, I did. I think I did miss it. Titus Gerard. Sorry about that. Titus Gerard. Let me try to remember. Half German and half. Was it Mexican? I'm sorry if I got that wrong. Was it Mexican or did you say Spanish and nothing specific really? Well, I guess Spain, but yeah. All right. Well, I'm sorry if I missed anybody. And oh, Korzax, you're here as well. Spooky Dan. I don't remember if I said Spooky Dan. That's my memory for me. All right. Well, that's awesome, Titus. I'm glad I remembered correctly. I don't want to offend anybody, basically. Excellent. So, all right, guys. Well, I'll knock on wood. But I am feeling better, and I think the worst of my, I guess, little flu here is over with. So I will be back tomorrow, starting at, well, I guess since it's in the channel right now, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Okay, and oh, there's Swiggity Sooty, you're here as well. And Hamza El Mortada, you are also here. I'm sorry, guys, I forgot to call you guys out. And oh, we also have No Tune Gaming, a YT, who just joined. Yeah, well, that's standard procedure whenever I try to do my shoutouts, guys. There's some people I miss, and then some more people join as I'm doing it, and we end up staying here basically for another 5-10 minutes. Alright, even with the game paused and not really doing anything, let's get back into the game here, so at least there's a little bit of music and movement, and we can get our little mushroom grass to grow in. See this little mushroom farm, guys? Glowing mushroom? This will be all filled in by tomorrow. I'm basically just going to leave the game running AFK. I'll probably keep a different character in here, standing here AFK, just to make sure in case something spawns while I'm gone that, you know, if he dies, it's not a big deal. 420 out of 420. Well, that's awesome, Michael Piper. I will take it. I mean, if you use the denominations, that's the same as 100 out of 100, or 10 out of 10, obviously. Alright, guys. Well, anyways, that's going to be it for now. So I will call it here before I accidentally miss something. And yeah, alright. Anyways, guys, thanks a lot for tuning in. And of course, make sure to keep on leveling, whatever kind of leveling you're doing in whatever game. And yeah, and this is Gurns exiting the secret level. Take it easy. And also make sure to join our Discord server. The link is in the description. Take it easy.